the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get a witness. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true. Sometimes I cry.
Oh! Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. It's the Drunken Peasants Podcast. It's episode 1178. We're back again, doing it live. After the overtime episode that happened on Saturday, it actually didn't. I met the goal not too long after you left, but then I just stuck around to show appreciation to everybody. Thanks to everyone who stuck around and helped me out and helped me reach that goal that we love to meet every week. Thank you. Everyone, like the stream, please. Give the stream a like. I do want. We got a lot of comments on our last video. And I picked a couple of the comments and did some YouTube short responses to those. Those are up now if you guys want to watch them. And send us more because we're going to do some. Billy said he'll do one next time. If you send him a sweet boy comment or question.
Better be a good one.
It better be. It better be. Please like the stream if you haven't already. It's great.
We got a whole lot of action today.
Whole lot of action. Whoa!
Matthew Krecklau. Matthew says, I love you, Ben and Billy. I sent you promos, Ben. This feels like family.
Family.
Yeah,
I'm going to do all the promos on the Saturday show. The Saturday shows end up being longer, and I like to knock all that out like after all the content on the Saturday show.
Yeah, make you guys Saturday superstars. Saturday night main event.
Yes. They are the main event.
You silly little
Those
willies.
actual maniacs.
You silly little willies.
Yeah, so I think we can just get right into everything. This should be interesting because I didn't want to be, and I said this on the pre-show, I didn't think we'd be like the Destiny Does Something reaction podcast, but these past two times, Destiny has just delivered a wonderful interview with someone who is more entertaining than they are like an actual debater.
If it's Milo and Alex Jones, we'd be covering their stuff no matter who was there. So Destiny's kind of just like there by proxy.
Yeah. So let's check this out.
Turn off the goddamn internet.
Shocking stupidity.
Oh, don't touch me. Don't touch me.
People they're gonna touch me.
We have a character in the audience, Grandmaster Burt, asked if we were going to talk about Nick Fuentes covering up a PDF file. This is the first I'm hearing about it. I saw Milo going after the Groypers, saying he would put any Groyper action sent his way and to his circle of people directly to the FBI.
Sounds like Jared Genesis, because that's the kind of shit he says.
People are like I saw Ethan Ralph was calling Milo Yiannopoulos a Fed snitch now. It's getting heated up, guys.
All those guys on the right, they always cannibalize one another. So we'll just skip around on this because this is pretty lengthy, but Alex Jones, Destiny is in like a live panel where he's the more leftist guy on the panel. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Alex Jones just like takes the stage.
We got a special guest joining us.
So they're talking. I'm going to skip to the part where Alex Jones shows up. All right, here it is. It's like a run-in.
Yeah, he just decides to sit down and take the mic.
Want to clarify? Hold on.
You're reporting from the Twitter files. What are you citing?
Let's stop
But it's funny
screaming.
because I think
Let's
the
try to-
majority of the people on this table are all right-leaning. Because it's maybe I'm wrong.
It's
but
the Minds fest or whatever it is.
Yeah, Alex Jones sits down and just has like a bunch of yes men. From what I saw, there was this guy who was like, "How are we gonna get you back on Twitter now? What do we have to do to get Elon to get you back, Alex?" It was kind of cute how fucking
he came back
weird.
and immediately got himself banned when Kanye was on his show.
Was Alex back
or
on
was
Twitter?
he tweeting through Kanye's Twitter?
Yeah, I don't think Alex got back on Twitter because Elon
Nick-
from the very beginning.
Nick got his back.
Yeah,
That
Nick was back and gone after a day.
Yeah.
Understand each other and let's because we're getting a little bit crazy. We're getting a little
Real quick,
rambunctious.
just
We're
so
getting
I'm
a little bit
getting
crazy
How many
until-
people up here actually read the actual tweets, not just the headline?
Oh God.
Thank you, Matt Taibbi.
Uh-oh.
Okay, but we got a special guest joining us.
Look at Destiny like, oh God.
They did have an empty chair there. They
Yeah.
knew he was coming.
But I just want to.
By the way, Alex is definitely drunk here too.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Get a question.
Steven requested
They told
that we had
me-
Alex on tonight, so I thought.
They told me to get here at 8 o'clock. I didn't even go on stage at 8. So I'm only 30 seconds late. Sorry.
Alex, do you think that
Alex
what
is
was the-
probably drunk here, but he's also probably drunk there too.
Yep.
He's always
Do
just
you think
drinking.
that there's things that should be censored online, Alex? I guess, how do you want to ask it, Steven? How would you ask Alex this, where we're at right now?
I'm not even sure what I would ask Alex right now.
I would just go back to 5 years ago where violent threats, specifically calling for violence, which is illegal already, and child porn and stuff like that, and people's hacked personal information. Those things are illegal. Things that are illegal
Yeah, for those of you who don't know what Minds is, it was an early YouTube alternative that was created when YouTube was cracking down on certain creators, and a lot of people. There was like a rush to Minds. But
Was Tim Pool a part of that?
I think.
I thought I remember Tim Pool and the Quartering being a part of that.
Did you hear the Quartering and the? I just saw Keemstar talking to the Quartering about him and Review Tech boxing.
boxing?
That would be. I almost want to go to that. That would be insane.
illegal, not our free speech. It's really simple.
Do you think that there are things that where it's like it's legal but unethical that should be pulled down?
No, I mean, I think it should be the Wild Wild West. That's what America and freedom is. And once you open the Pandora's box, everybody is going to say this is evil. Another group's going to say that's evil. Conservatives are going to say ban this. Liberals are going to say ban that. This group's going to say ban this. And then his special interest.
Alex shits on Trump during part of this too. It was kind of surprising.
And
Yeah,
they don't like. No,
gets
that's
a line
not
in.
I'm a big enough adult that I want to see everything. People say, well, then don't let the kids see it. Ban TikTok. No, don't let your kids on TikTok be their parent.
That's a reasonable thing.
Damn.
What is your okay? So I'm curious. What is your enforcement mechanism? You want to go to Twitter and you want to say you're not allowed to deplatform certain speech or ban certain actors. What do you want to do to keep them from doing that? Is it? Do you want to make it illegal for you to ban people that you disagree with that do hate speech? Like, what does the enforcement mechanism look like there?
Well, hate speech is really just a modern corporate name. I mean, when the media, when U.S. senators call for
It's actually in the law. Like hate speech is in the law. It's not just like a corporate term.
war with Russia, to me, that's hate speech. But they still have a right to say that and be crazy people calling for World War III. So one person's hate speech is somebody else's love speech. So as long as somebody isn't saying, go shoot this up or go attack this group, let the KKK, who are a bunch of idiots, or let the new Black Panther Party, they're basically a black KKK group, let them sound like idiots off in their own little echo chamber. We know what they're saying. We know what they're doing. We're watching them in case they're about to get violent. Everybody knows all the studies. You suppress speech, it puts stuff underground. You want it, the old American idea that was really the vanguard, that was the Renaissance. We call it old now, but really it's the new thinking that we forgot about and went back to the old thinking of tyranny, is to let everything out there and believe in the public to choose what makes sense. And in that world, whether it's the new Black Panther Party or the KKK, we're going to reject those idiots and we're going to embrace a civilization.
And you radicalize.
Sure,
you do radicalize more people by censoring
I like that.
speech.
That option.
Someone said hate speech isn't illegal. If you partner it with a crime, it becomes a hate crime. Like if you're saying hate speech and you beat someone up and it's determined like you were doing it because of hate, that's it is illegal, and it's like a modifier onto the crime.
Like if you beat somebody up and steal their wallet, it's a modifier onto the crime too.
Yeah.
I wonder if this panel event is at Joe Rogan's new comedy mothership. Also, let's get a tip train, you shickos.
Is this down at the comedy mothership? You shickos?
And you put them off into farther corners of the internet where they become more radicalized. And that's why a more honest, transparent conversation and dialogue where we're able to have actual clarity on the issues and actually fix the wrongs and actually discuss the problems actually helps fix the larger issues that we're dealing with,
Yeah, but
rather
again,
than
what is the
censoring them.
enforcement mechanism? How do you keep Twitter from banning people that you don't want banned? What do you think should be done?
I think Minds is doing a great job. I think the way
I'm
that
not-
Minds
you
conducts
got-
itself.
He's asking what should be done about Twitter.
Yeah. Oh, I think Minds is fine. Well, nobody knows fucking Minds
Hardly
outside
any.
of
Jared
your-
Genesis uses Minds a lot.
The weird little conservative echo chamber knows Minds. Well, I think Minds is great because we don't get banned for heiling and Hitlering.
Are we up here talking about what to do about other
I
social
think the
media
way that
companies?
they
I get it. You're
decide
asking,
these decisions is
you're
a
asking
great way
how
to
do we
address
do
it.
that? I mean, I think as a population, we have big corporations, we have think tanks, we have so-called fact-checking groups pressuring Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and Google and all its subsidiaries to censor. And I think as a population, we reject and we boycott and we stand against censors and we promote the platforms.
There are limits to what you can say under the First Amendment. Like,
You can't yell fire in a hospital or an abortion.
Yeah, like threats of violence are not protected under the First Amendment. Harassment isn't protected under the First Amendment. So there are limits to it. You can't say literally anything.
You can't
Most
look
things
for
though. And hate
DDLG
speech
porn
is
on Roku.
Hate speech is protected.
Tip train.
Tip train. That looks like
That are
their own-
open and free, and then again, just 5-10 years ago, if a conservative got censored, the left was against it. If the left got censored, the right was against it. We have to go back to being unified and saying our speech is king, our right to see and watch and listen to what we want is paramount, because you're not censoring Alex Jones, or you're not censoring Luke Radowski, or you're not censoring Jack Posobiec, or you're not censoring Tucker Carlson, or Naomi Wolf, or whoever it is. When you censor them, you're censoring our ability to hear what they're saying.
But you're also censoring anyone else who might speak up. So that's a big thing too. I mean,
Who are you?
A liberal value, a very classical liberal value, was that even if you
Look at Alex, he's just like waving to people.
Yeah.
So much energy, man. How old is he? Like late 50s?
Yeah. But you
I think
get
he
that.
might only be like within 10 years of me.
disagree
I
with
don't know.
someone's speech,
Let me see how
you'll
old he is. He
defend
might
their
even
right
still be
to
in his
express
40s.
themselves.
Let me see.
And that's a value that
I
we
doubt
need
he's
as
in his
Americans, and
40s.
that's a value that we need online.
Exactly. Remember when the liberals and the Jewish law firms used to support
49.
the KKK
Really?
marching?
Yep.
I mean, those liberal law firms.
There was a murder she wrote about that.
Absolutely. I mean, they didn't support the idiot KKK, but they said we got to let these morons march or we lose all our rights, which was true.
And it's true now on Twitter.
It is.
I think there's.
Yeah, he's 40.
Eagle says that yelling fire in a theater isn't illegal so long as it doesn't cause a panic or there's an actual fire there. It's one of those commonly repeated myths.
Or if there's an actual fire there. Well, yeah, you can yell fire if there's an actual fire. I guess the idea that yelling fire in a crowded theater would cause a panic, and that's why you can't do it. But I guess if you're just walking through the hallway of a theater and you're like, fire, and everyone's like, fuck that douchebag.
Right.
Like, yeah, it's not a crime. You committed no crime. But when you incite panic, when you walk into a college classroom and your TTS goes off and says, there is a bomb strapped to this person, in 10 seconds it will detonate, and the panic of people run out, as we've seen from ISIS, Poseidon,
Or
Arab
what
Andy.
about when you have a huge platform and you accuse parents of dead kids of staging it?
Well, that was more of a civil thing, right?
But that's still it's not protected speech.
Yeah, he incited it. It wasn't a criminal. Yeah, he didn't get a criminal charge, but did he?
No, he didn't get a criminal charge, but it's still against the law. He incited harassment.
If they could prove damages, you can sue for proving damages.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's a responsibility for the authority to crack down.
More than just damages, too, though. They were sued for like the emotional and mental,
which is also damages, right?
Yeah. Well, it's hard to put a dollar value on
the
them.
admin
They
has
found
to
a
take
way.
that offline. That means some central authority needs to snag that.
Well, it's illegal.
Exactly. And spam, it's not illegal, but it's unethical. So some central authority's got to crack it. But
But what's central authority when the FBI has been uploading a lot of the content as well, and they've been running international trafficking operations like with Epstein for over 30 plus years? How do you trust those same people?
How do you trust people
to
running international?
actually
Yeah,
moderate
Luke
this stuff?
Radowski's right. How do we have the FBI that protected Epstein now being the policeman of child porn? I mean, I really think.
Hold on.
I really think it's
Isn't that what your lawyers sent to the Sandy Hook parents' lawyers?
Just some random CP on accident?
up to us?
Yeah, I think it doesn't scale. That's what I was going to say, is the central authority crackdown method doesn't scale to the masses like Twitter because it's too big for one guy to take control, whether that's the government or the head of state. So I think you need to decentralize the authority somehow as the system
Decentralize the authority.
The system.
Oh yeah, this is what's cute. These are like daydreamers. These are pipe dreams. You're not going to decentralize the authority. At best, you can find a way to be valuable to the authority so that you could maybe one day become a part of it or correct it from the inside.
Yeah.
But they're set in stone in this country. I don't think there's any revolution possible that can break the authority. All you can do is find a new way for capitalism to benefit off of some sort of new way of living. Right now, it's locked pretty tight into what it is, but if we found a more incentive-driven way for people to make profit off of humanity in America, you'd see some change.
The larger it gets, the wider the net of judges that can make the decision in aggregation.
Well, remember Elon Musk?
This is the last
with that
suffer.
viral BBC clip. And he goes, okay, give me one example of what you're saying. He goes, well, it's a little bit mean or it's a little bit sexist. And he said, well, then how do you define what a little bit is? Soon everything is banned except what you want to be heard. I mean, it's impossible. And here's the thing. We all know this. You all know this. I remember Joe Rogan in like
History
2000
fun
in
fact.
Houston.
Paying for damages is rooted in the Anglo-Saxon tradition known as the war guild or man price for injury sustained. Whereas also the root of werewolf or man-wolf.
Oh. So werewolf? Werewolves are...
They're paying the damages.
They're lawyers?
the werewolf of Wall Street.
And I'm watching him in a packed comedy club, and he said, mark my words, within 10 years, Hollywood and corporate media are going to be dead. Because on the internet, there's so many voices, so many choices, it can never compete with that level of Wild West freedom. And if you go back to 2010 and the numbers,
he's so, like, he gish gallops like crazy. He just goes all, yeah, and this happened and that happened over there, and then you think about that when you really know about that.
That's really when corporate...
Ben and Billy, here's some money for my favorite podcast.
Thank you.
Yes.
Media died. That's really when Hollywood died. It's got endless funding and backers, but it's a zombie organization. It's already gone. So any attempt to bring in AI, any attempt to suppress us, any attempt to shut down their competition is like a ghost dance. They're fighting a war they've already lost. So let's understand that. No amount of AI, no amount of BS is going to stop us because AI is just plagiarism of everything we already made. So we program the AI ourselves. So when the viewers and listeners of this show realize you're not the tail, you're the dog, and then when you produce culture and you speak up, that's your defense mechanism to make sure you program the
You're not the tail, you're the dog.
Steven, do you think Alex should be let back on Twitter?
I don't want to be let back on Twitter. I like being the black sheep.
What was his specific ban for? Was it for the... Yeah, Tom.
You know, that's a very important point you brought up. I was not banned for the thing everybody hears about me for. I was
Which
banned
one?
for criticizing Oliver Darcy, the mini-me Brian Stelter. And it was actually Tim Pool, who was on with Joe Rogan and the head of Twitter, Jack Dorsey, and I can pronounce his name.
Gotti.
Yes. And they said he beat up a child on TV, and he was mean to a journalist, Oliver Darcy. And he called for using battle weapons against Antifa. None of that ever happened. They showed some random dude on ABC News when a kid's hitting him, and he in Missouri, and the guy looks a little like me, and another fat dude with a beard.
We've got our Patreon guest.
All right.
Yeah, there was some issues going on, so I'll bring him on here.
Mr. Joke Card coming on.
Yeah.
You're still allowed. We've actually been waiting for you, Mr. Joke Card. Now, Alex is going in here saying that he was banned off Twitter because there was a video of a lichen a closely resembling fat beating up a kid. He says, I wasn't him. And he was trashing that other person. I don't remember the guy's name anymore.
All right, so Mr. Joker's card is here now. Hey, welcome.
Welcome.
Hey, thanks for having me. Sorry, I was having some technical difficulties.
No problem. I don't see your camera if you're trying to turn your camera on. I see like the
my camera's busted.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
No problem.
Yeah, I sent my computer to the repair shop. They somehow destroyed my camera while repairing my screen.
That's not right.
Those bastards.
Yeah, I know, right?
Have you seen the movie The Whale?
I paid $500 for a repair, and they somehow destroyed it more.
That's horrible. What the fuck? It's horrible. Have you seen the movie The Whale?
Is that the one starring Jared?
Yeah, Jared Genesis. The main character is morbidly obese, and he teaches classes from home, and he tells all the kids that his camera doesn't work because he's like 600 pounds.
Sounds like you're describing my life.
I'm just saying, if your camera works and halfway through this episode you turn it on to show your fat body and then quit your job, we'll know that this was you're just copying the movie.
Oh, good to know. Good to know, Bill.
Can't see him. He falls down. That's not me. That was talk about deep fake. It wasn't even a fake video. It wasn't me. And then I saw Oliver Darcy. He was everywhere getting me banned. I was still on Twitter. And I said, how dare you get me banned everywhere, man? You're a jerk. The video's out there still. It's banned on Twitter. And then the other thing was... yeah, I'm Bill Hicks. No, that's because Bill Hicks. But the third thing was...
There you go. You have an admission. It's been proven now.
I don't know. I don't think Alex is as clever as Bill Hicks, if I'm honest.
Bill Hicks would be older than 49, right?
Yeah.
Antifa had gone to Tucker Carlson's house and broken the door down, was threatening his wife. And I said, I won't ever want to be violent and never physically start an altercation. Like Obi-Wan Kenobi says, the force is for defense.
He's all over the map, dude.
As Obi-Wan Kenobi says, force is for defense.
It's like an endless string of bullshit that he just like weaves together like a master basket weaver.
But I said, I've got an instant access safe in my bedroom with a battle rifle, a shotgun, and a handgun. And if Antifa attacks my house, is burning my house down trying to shoot me, I'm going to go out and defend myself. So I said, never attack Antifa, but defend yourself. Well, they never showed the clip whenever, all the shows put it on as a national news story. They just said Jones called for killing leftists with battle rifles. A $1 million challenge. What did I say? Kill leftists with battle rifles. Never happened.
Just now.
Anybody ready to get that $1 million? You got some clips?
So are we going to cash in on this challenge and split it 3 ways?
Yeah, it's like, when did I ever say the thing that I just said just now?
Well, he didn't say it, right?
I mean, he said it.
He's talking about
he didn't specify.
Well.
Where did I beat up an 8-year-old in Missouri? Never happened. So that's all they've got.
She was 9.
We've now learned. This isn't about me, but it's very interesting. Very interesting.
She had a mean left hook.
They introduced in court with my $1.5 billion judgment against me, defaulted by the judge, not allowed to defend myself, already guilty. They entered in court 24 minutes of video, most of it from 9 years ago, of stuff that was edited clips out of context of me just saying the internet says this, what's going on? That turns into I'm pissing on people's graves, I'm doing all these things I never did, and when they sued me and didn't get any evidence, they defaulted me and then said the new model. And they're now doing that with Fox News and the Dominion lawsuit. And if you don't
no, Fox News settled today. Fox News settled the lawsuit with Dominion.
And they don't have to admit any guilt?
Speech like pressing the right option of autocomplete in a text.
They must have put a lot of money up.
I think there was a number, wasn't there?
Yeah. I have one of the stories.
Like Fox News, the judge says, you're not giving me the right evidence, I'm going to default you. So you don't get a trial, you're guilty now. A jury decides how guilty you are. That's the weaponization of the judiciary. So then when Hillary lost and Trump was about to win...
Wasn't he found guilty by default because he didn't turn in like proper documents or whatever?
That might have been one of the cases.
Wasn't that the reason why? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was one of the cases, wasn't it? I just know the highlights of the clips where he's like shocked when like his text got leaked to the prosecution or whatever.
Yeah, his lawyer fucked up
highlights.
so bad. I hope he didn't pay his lawyer because his lawyer fucked up so bad.
The lawyer gets paid either way, right?
I feel like I would sue my lawyer for that.
Yeah.
They had a PR firm. They've now bragged about it. I didn't know this live for the cases. They hired a PR firm that does the UN PR. It's like the second biggest PR firm in the U.S. to run all these national stories everywhere about Jones is attacking people. He's peeing on graves. He's going after people. I'm like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not.
It just keeps going.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Like,
has anyone else talked for like the last 5 minutes?
Stop saying it because they edited it all together. And I kind of did say some
how
of that.
would you chime in on this madness?
Yeah, you gotta look for the gap to like insert yourself into.
So
that millimeter when he's millisecond when he's breathing, maybe.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what was going on. And then they defaulted me. Then they did that. Then they wanted $2 trillion. Oh, you only get $1.5 billion. I don't have $5 million. So I learned how the whole thing was not about me. It was about demonize free speech, demonize the populist. And when people don't stand up for Alex Jones, then all the dominoes fall. So I don't feel sorry for myself. I feel like I'm caught up in a really historical point. I don't have the incredible organization and focus and purity of a Julian Assange, who I find no sin with, who I think did basically a perfect job. If he's free Julian Assange. He's a great guy. 8-9 years in solitary confinement, almost.
Yeah, well, what does this have to do with Julian Assange?
He's talking about how him and Julian Assange are part of a attack against free speech.
Dead. So anytime I feel sorry for myself that made a lot of mistakes and would go crazy on air and get drunk on air and everything, take mushrooms on air, and I'm like, God, I didn't say some crazy stuff. It was not done to be mean. I look back on all that. I just say, I'm lucky this machine only did this to me. Didn't use CIA sex operatives, didn't set me up, and didn't literally put me in a solitary confinement cell for 9 years.
Was the CIA that put the CP into his lawyer's documents that got sent to the other people?
They had it out for him.
Were those the sex operatives?
CP in his documents?
Yeah, he had like a crazy meltdown after it got out there too. I have no idea how it happened, but it was like in a file that his lawyers sent to the lawyers of the Sandy Hook parents.
So wait, was it the lawyer CP or Alex's CP?
Well, they said it was a virus or something that put it in there. Could have been CIA.
That's what they all say.
Could have been CIA.
That's what they all say.
But honestly, if you had that on your computer, why would you send it? So it's like the idea that it was a virus makes more sense than actually sending it to the opposing lawyer team.
They're like, hey, check this out. I heard you were into this.
A victim.
Maybe one of the victims' name was Timmy, and like CP had a boy named Timmy.
And I'm sure it's full of insightful comments.
Yeah, that chat is going way too quick. Unfortunately, I wonder if that was
that's
the
how
lawyers.
the old DP chat used to be. Just like, and it was like swastikas and skeletons and
the good old days.
Oh yeah, poop balls. Yeah,
poop balls, vape, and swastikas.
There were even times where we just disabled the chat because it was too much of a liability. It was ridiculous. It was before there was like keyword blocking and like spam blocking and everything. So
like his. Oh yeah, I remember those days. I never joined a chat. It was like a cesspit.
Yep.
I used to try and get your guys' attention by typing the N-word all the time. It would never
Did you do
work.
it letter by letter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I was like, I'm gonna get their attention. I know it.
Julian Assange
The idea that the lawyer sent that CP on purpose might have been part of his defense. If he sends the evidence with CP in it, he can be like, Your Honor, this evidence has to be thrown out. There's child prawn in it. and then the lawyer will be like, well, how'd that get there? I'm like, I don't know.
Alex Jones has CP on his computer. I know because I sent it to him.
And he's who we should be getting out of jail. And that's one of Trump's biggest faults is he told Julian Assange in 2016, he said, Julian, if you've got the evidence of Hillary, I want you to release it. Release it now. And then he releases it, and they throw him under the prison. So at the end of the day, fuck Donald Trump for that. You know what I mean?
Whoa! Look at that Trump bomb.
What I understand about the Twitter banning
Alex Jones on that Trump bomb.
For one
reason. He's been turning on Trump for a while because like Trump was pro-vaccine.
Yeah, because that was one of the few things Trump could take credit for that like started during his presidency. Was the vaccine. He did kind of spearhead the research on it. Like he got it moving faster than it otherwise would have taken.
Yeah. I remember like seeing the stories. Like he put a lot of funding in it. I mean, to be fair, like that was a good thing he did.
Yeah. Or at least, I mean, it's something he can at least kind of take credit for, but not really. He didn't make the vaccine.
I'll give him a D minus.
Yeah.
He at least fucking took the thing willingly. Like everybody else in that Republican Party. Well, maybe not everybody.
That's the only time I ever saw him get booed by his own peoples when he was like, "Yeah, you should get the vaccine if you want." And they're like,
great.
"Boo!" It's like, "Oh, dude, they hate I hate the vaccine more than I love Trump." Tubes. It's basically
Jesus was an extraordinaire because he had $100. Now you sweet boys can be extraordinaires too.
We're extraordinaires now. Thank you for the $100 baller to the extraordinaires. I don't know who that was, but I'm going to assume it was Nick.
He joined a $100 baller club like me. I'm a $100 patron. I do this every month. Get on my level.
Nightmare blunt rotation.
Was what the stuff you
Could
were
you
talking
imagine
about.
walking
And
into
then
the orgy and it's these guys?
Now Elon just doesn't want to let you on because he thinks that you were mean about the kids with the Sandy Hook crap.
No, I agree with Elon Musk. I should not be let back on Twitter.
Really? You think?
No, I'm dead serious.
But I don't like that one guy can have arbitrary authority. Like, I just feel like I don't like the way he's.
Well, no. What you're saying is
I
totally
guess the
true.
guy with long hair is Tim Pool's co-host.
I heard, I think his name is Dim Tool.
Huh.
But let me explain the 3D chess. No, I'm being dead serious. Elon says, I will not arbitrarily ban people. I will follow the law and the rules. Then he says, Alex Jones attacks dead kids, and Jesus said, if you do that, you should tie a millstone around your neck and be thrown in the ocean. So he's being hypocritical on his statement of him not making personal decisions. What he said there was a lie. But let's explain. It's a battery. When they ran tens of thousands, and that's conservative, of articles, thousands of national newscasts about what they said I did to kids that I didn't do. People don't know who Anna Blands is. They think I killed him. Okay?
You know, Brian Callen shows up eventually, too.
I don't even know who that is.
He's a comedian.
Think that name, I won't even say the name, they think me. So they've charged up this giant battery against free speech that's Alex Jones. He's freeing all the captives. He's doing great things at Twitter, changing the whole paradigm. I have to only salute him. If I was Elon Musk, I wouldn't go as far as to actually be thrown in the ocean with a millstone around my neck, but that was a little too far. I shouldn't be killed. Please don't call people to kill me. But
There's
I understand
a contrast between Alex Jones and Milo Yiannopoulos from last episode. Milo was calling for the death squads.
Yeah. He was calling for a return to like the Crusades and shit.
It's nice to know how crazy Alex Jones is, and yet he consistently is not the craziest person in the conversation. Here, maybe. But when you compare it to Milo the other night, no. When he was on with Kanye and Fuentes, no. That's what's scary. He's the $1 billion.
Think Alex is
yeah.
Oh, sorry, Billy. I just think he's just more animated than Milo because, how about Destiny flatlined Milo if that, referencing what he said on DP years ago, and no one's got a word in edgewise with Alex.
Yeah, Alex is a talker. He sits there on his show with all of his papers and just spins for hours by himself.
How about instead of Tim Pool, shim stool?
I don't know what that means. What's a shim?
A shim is like a wedge of material of wood or metal or stone for driving into crevices, and a stool comes out of a crevice called your ass.
So you're driving a shim into his butt?
No, the shim is the stool driving its way out of his butt.
So, are you talking about a wooden stool, like something you would sit on?
No, I'm talking
in a
about
bar?
stool as in shit. Your stool.
Oh. Yeah, that's a better one.
Shim stool.
He did and stopped the revolution. So when they said, everybody kept going, free him, free him, free him. He goes, no, he's the sacrificial lamb. So it's almost like the Dark Knight. I get it because of all that demonization and that investment that I'm the devil. He goes, great, everybody else is free but him. We're going to crucify him. I'm not comparing myself to Christ. But I'm saying I get it. And so Elon Musk, never unban me. I love being the black sheep, and I get it. Free everybody else and just say, hey, I freed all them, but I kept that son of a bitch locked up. If everybody else gets free, we're going to win. And I think if he'd have done that, they'd have taken over Twitter. So Elon Musk made the right move.
Destiny, wait.
It's martyr season.
Hold on, Ian. So Destiny, reinstate Alex or no?
Should he unban Alex or no?
Yes.
The reason why I asked was because I don't know what he was originally banned for. That's what I'm curious. I don't know why Elon Musk hasn't unbanned you.
Yeah, it's funny how just now, because that whole tirade was because Destiny was like, well, how'd you get banned? And now, like 5 minutes, 6 minutes later, now we're back. I had even forgot what he was even saying.
He talked down to the one guy.
I
got caught
forgot
on
Destiny was even here.
somebody who looked like him beat up a kid, and he said defend your house against Antifa and was taken out of context. According to Alex Jones, that's why he was banned.
Well, I don't know. I have no
No, listen.
idea
He thinks
how
it was
much of that is true or
for.
not.
He thinks it was for that shooting in Connecticut. But I'm telling you, these guys are smart news guys. Tell them, look, it was for the things I said.
Here's my question. Because I know we have a lot of Elon fans up here. Do you think that Elon Musk is running Twitter to try to make money, or do you think he has a principled adherence to freedom of speech?
I think Elon Musk is really smart. I'm really impressed. I get more impressed every day. He knows money is a symbol of energy, like gas in your gas tank. You don't worship the gas tank, but you worship the sunrises and the forest and the blue skies and the sunsets you see when you're in your car or when you pick your kids up at school. So I worship that mobility. And so to him, he wants it to be successful so he can do SpaceX and all the other amazing things he's doing. And so it's both. It's not exclusive to one. You want to be successful with money so you have the freedom. But definitely, he's hitting on all cylinders now where he said something.
He's working on all cinder blocks.
Everybody knows that.
Damn it, you beat me to
the
saying
majority
that.
of people have agreed now, and I think they're right. The circumcision is wrong. No, seriously. Let me just say this. Your newborn son does not have a say whether part of his pecker is going to be cut off. Okay. Now look, I'm circumcised, and I remember my son.
Okay, how did we get here?
Well, this is the fight that we all wanted to fight today.
Okay.
My son
is so fast. I'm having trouble keeping up with the conversation.
Yep. I believe that's by design, but I also think he's just like naturally scatterbrained too.
My son is 20 years old. And I remember the female doctor came to me and she said, "Do you really want to do this?" And she said, "We'll do it, but we don't agree with it. He should make the choice." And just out of tradition, I said, "Cut the end of his dick off." Now, that was wrong. That was wrong. But the point is, I'm being honest about what I did. In hindsight, callers called me over the years and said, "This is wrong." Okay, we know in some of the crazier Islamic countries, they cut the clitoris off little girls. I think we agree that's wrong, right? Does the little girl, okay, but a 5-year-old or 10-year-old kid does not have the ability to make a decision where they want to be sterilized. It's the same thing. And so Elon Musk came out Friday and said, anybody that sterilizes or cuts the testicles or breast off a girl or boy before they're 17 goes to prison. When you're 17, 18, you want to have that, you want to be something else, it's just like a breast job. You want to be somebody else, more power to you, okay? You want to have horns put on your head. But that's what Elon came.
Want to have horns put on your head just because you're the devil.
Out on that Friday, and I'm full Elon now, because that is the transhumanist system, is to get us to accept that against children. And once we accept that against children, look, circumcision is wrong, but let's cut their whole thing off. Come on, guys. That's what I'm trying to say here is when Elon passed that third rail and did that, I'm fully behind what he's doing.
What do you think of the
So wait, he went from
law?
chopping wiener skin to transhumanism?
Any genitals being sliced off by anybody is wrong, says
Any,
Alex
even
Jones.
like just a little bit.
Yeah, it's no longer just about the trans, it's about even circumcision. gotta marry the two.
My mind feels like it's mush right now.
Yeah, he's good at that.
The new Missouri law that says even adults have to wait 18 months.
It's 3 years.
Is it 3 years?
3 years for medical intervention.
3 years for medical, that adults have to wait for medical intervention.
No,
before
I don't
they
think
are
adults should have to.
sterilized
I'm
and
against
things
that
like
law.
You're against that law?
No, I mean, listen, I don't
There's people who went through transition and then came out the other side who said, as adults, who said this would have really saved me and I would not be missing my dick right now.
No, I understand. They got brainwashed and they got put into that. And so they want a waiting period. But it becomes the other danger if as an adult you're 18, people, your family should protect. I mean, I see both arguments.
What about like a waiting period for adult women who determine they don't want to have children and they want to have hysterectomies? Because it's very difficult for adult women to get a hysterectomy voluntarily.
No, I think a woman. Listen, I don't like assisted suicide. I don't like suicide.
Was this about Elon Musk and Twitter?
Well, he's saying he's pro Elon Musk now because Elon Musk came out and said that any sort of body modifications to somebody under the age of 18 is wrong. So now he's saying that's why he supports.
When you
Elon.
say body modifications, you mean like
genital
surgery,
genital surgeries.
Yeah,
I think
because anything like tattoos are considered a body modification.
You aren't really supposed to do to people under 18 either, right? By law, you're.
No, you can. No,
I guess with parental consent, you can. Yeah.
Yep.
But I agree with your right to kill yourself. I don't want the government.
The government's help, because
what I'm saying is I don't want the government to pay for it. I don't want the government to push it. I don't want the government involved in it. But if you want to go back on your back of your house and blow your head off, that's your business. And it's the same thing. It's the same thing. If a woman, or maybe a woman has her whole family has breast cancer, she says, I don't want to die of cancer. No, I think as adults, we should be able to do anything we want to ourselves as long as the state doesn't pay for it, meaning I pay for it. At the end of the day, I'm a libertarian when it comes to personal issues, but I think you really have to come of age. I think that's 17 or 18. You can't join the military. You can't buy guns. You can't buy liquor, because everybody knows we do dumb shit when we're kids. We need people to protect us. Once you're an adult, good decisions, bad decisions, I think you should be able to make them.
I've got a theory about how to ethically deal with this Alex Jones ban on Twitter. So what would happen
What?
is
So now we're okay. Now we're
Yeah,
back
this
to
is
Twitter.
him fantasy booking Alex Jones getting back on Twitter.
Okay.
He's just where he's fucking becoming a little toady.
Wait, I like your 3D chess
This
analogy.
whole panel is just a thing of Mad Libs.
If Elon were to unban you, he would basically absorb all the hatred that people have on you right now into him. And that would be too much for him, and it could destroy the platform.
Look at him.
But
It's like
if
he's
the
booking
community provided
WrestleMania.
enough pressure, and there were enough people that forced him to do it.
And then
gave
Stone
him
Cold does a
essentially no
run-in.
choice because there
Yeah.
was such a loud noise. The hatred would absolve into the community, and it would be diffused among many, many, many people to the point of confusion where it
And there's
wouldn't
the
really
money in the
affect
bank cash in.
From a
I'm kinda
point
curious
of
for you guys,
fusion.
because I asked earlier, do you think that Elon is principally concerned with freedom of speech or making money? And we kind of got an answer of both, but I think at some point you have to choose between one or the other. And recently
Okay,
we had
so
Elon trying to
this
shut
guy
down,
said,
or at least put a warning to Substack.
Hells Only says this is the jerk off from Tim Pool who said Kanye would make Jews be better Jews.
Yeah.
How did that work out? This guy's full of shit takes, and he's a Tim Pool guy. He's the shit take machine to take the heat off of Tim Pool.
Yep.
I believe Taibbi and I think other journalists completely left Twitter, like completely over it, and now they exclusively post on Substack. So how do you feel about Elon's decision to, I guess, try to inhibit people from visiting competitor websites?
Is that a question for me?
Or anybody, yeah.
Go ahead. I've been hogging the time here. I mean, I'll just say briefly. Substack was basically empowered by Twitter. I love Substack. And I think that what Elon is doing is not about a free speech issue, but that they are a Twitter competitor and that Twitter is basically hanging on this revolution. So I think by him blocking that, he's doing something to save the platform. That doesn't mean I agree with it. I don't think it's being done as an anti-free speech movement. It's being done kind of like Yahoo was blocking YouTube when it first launched, 16, 17, 18 years ago.
I mean, this is anti-freedom of speech to protect
Well,
your
but
pockets,
he also said that he wasn't actually blocking. If you looked at the links, there was a warning.
The same thing with the New York Post story for Hunter Biden initially, too, though, right? There was a warning when you clicked off.
That was pulled.
No. Well, I think it was brought back. It was brought back with a warning, though, too, though.
I'm not defending the warning labels on the Substack links, but I am saying that it was a warning label. And in terms of if Musk is defending free speech on the platform or trying to make money, he won't be able to defend free speech if the platform doesn't make any money.
So now violations of freedom of speech are okay as long as it protects the pocket of the owner so that he can continue to run the company.
I
want
to be clear. I want to be clear.
That's the
I just
argument you laid out.
clarified what the thing was that happened, and then said that I think he's defending free speech and trying to make money so he can continue to
Sure.
defend free
What if he
speech.
says that I think we should
But
ban
also,
racial...
what Substack did was, weren't they like appropriating a bunch of the code and
Yes.
and
They
cloning?
created a Twitter clone.
Yeah, they were cloning the community notes thing.
Hey, Dustin, is Elon in the room with us now? he's not.
Y'all
We're
just
not here
feel
to
the
make
presence.
excuses for Elon. I think the Substack thing has two
Wait, we're
different
not allowed
sides
to talk
to it.
about the billionaire owner of one of the largest social media
No,
platforms.
we of course are. But you're directing questions like we're his spokespersons. We're not.
Well, you were all so eager to defend him a little bit ago, so I was just curious.
Well, no. Listen, I agree with you. I have meant to address this because it just broke like 4 or 5 days ago. I've been trying to analyze it. I am not his apologist. In fact, the guys banned me and said that I need to be murdered.
What?
But I got his PR because
I don't think he said that.
Trying to counter what they were trying to use me against him. What I'm saying is, that's a corporate decision and it is censorship.
If you just showed up, please give the stream a like. It helps the stream out a lot. Please do that.
Tickle the like button.
Against a competitor that's using their technology. I was simply saying I think that's wrong, and there's a lot of great Substack people, and he should stop it, and I believe he's created the Streisand effect. But the CIA and the Justice Department and these combines with the deep state working with all of big tech to censor everybody, that's the big threat, and Elon has broken away and is doing his own thing.
It's all the combines and the CIA, and they're working with everybody. It's done.
And this all ties into circumcision again somehow. And
Got to snip the penis, or the little boys will grow up to be real men.
Thing. So I don't agree with him, but he gets a little bit, not even of a grace period, but just a little bit of a time to see what he's going to do because he's broken with that. That's what I'm saying. But yes, I think he shouldn't have done that to Substack. I think they jumped the gun. I think that it's an issue. They're threatened by Substack. And, quite frankly, I hope Substack becomes bigger than Twitter. I hope there's 10 Twitters. That's all I'm saying.
So what we learned when Twitter open sourced their algorithm from the Substack stuff was that
if there's 10 Twitters, like, will they have cross-platform conversations, or are we just going to have our little echo chambers? Whichever echo chamber you want to be a part of, you join that Twitter. I feel like...
Sorry, Billy.
When it comes to a platform like Twitter, you kind of want everybody to be involved. You want the public space to be the public space. You don't want to break it down into little chat rooms. Like Minds or whatever, Substack, Truth Social, all these are turning into little chat rooms based on whatever topic the users are accustomed to talking about. I want that open conversation.
I already hate the one Twitter. I don't want to see the multiple ones.
I think I've got a few different. I think I signed up for Parler at one point just because I was trying to reserve my name, but I don't use any of that shit. I barely use Twitter. I go to Twitter. I like memes. I search every once in a while. I'll search my name to see if people are talking about me because I'm a vain son of a bitch. And that's about it.
Yeah, I saw you. I saw you on Twitter like earlier, like last night, like your weight loss or whatever.
Yeah, just posting updates so people know I'm alive.
Yeah, I'm losing weight too, bud. It's good. Oh, good.
Trying to be thick, just not as chonk.
Trying to be Billy the mini fridge.
A little kid. I want to be a little kid again.
The production live algorithm.
Man, boy,
because
mafia.
There was no Substack reference in GitHub. So they have some sort of link blacklist somewhere, which we don't know about. And they did say that we haven't seen all of the algorithm yet. And what we also learned from the algorithm is that all links are punished on Twitter. And actually, Facebook does this too. They all do it. They basically demote links because it pushes people off to other websites, which is stupid, and he shouldn't be intimidated by that. I mean, we saw just a few weeks after the acquisition was over that Twitter rolled out a policy which they rescinded, which was to block Facebook and Instagram and even Nostr, which is
they were gonna block all links out to competing social media sites. And that lasted maybe 6 hours before they flipped on that one. That was so stupid.
The decentralized protocol that
I forgot about that.
Yeah, because it was a quick mistake. There's so many mistakes being made over at Twitter. Making people pay for the blue check mark. Now the blue check mark has no validity. I'm like, oh, there's a blue check mark here. Who are they? Oh, they're just somebody who pays $11 a month.
Yeah.
It's like, before I was like, oh, if I saw a blue check mark, I'd be like, hey, this is a person of note. I'm going to look them up or to see what they do. It had some merit before. Now it's just a vanity project.
Yeah, that's
And
just,
$11 be going to the DP Patreon.
Right? We need to give blue check marks to our audiences.
This Saturday, or this Friday, rather, we're going to do our Patreon private show. It's going to be so many fight videos. It's going to be crazy because basically I got the idea when I realized YouTube just age restricts videos that have fights in them. And I'm like, well, we should just do a whole private show where we just watch a bunch of fight videos back to back to back. So that's the plan for this Friday, our first one. And then the following Friday, actual Mania. So this is a good month to sign up.
Fight night.
Done this to each other before.
Yeah, YouTube does this routinely. Like you can't when you outlink in the description on your YouTube channel, they demote your video in the algorithm. So why are we discussing and talking about Twitter when all these other social media platforms are also engaged in the same platform as well? And I think if we're talking about Twitter, let's talk about YouTube doing it as well because I think they deserve criticism
and again,
as well.
It's not about not criticizing Elon. It's not about not criticizing Elon, but what Luke just said is true. We're all focused on Twitter because they release the files. The other big tech does it even worse and more sophisticated. Yeah. And I think that's what Luke's saying, but I think your question's reasonable.
Facebook ran psychological studies seeing how they could manipulate people's emotions through the algorithm, trying to make them
sensationalist topic to sensationalist topic. And now we're talking about 40% of the population is trans.
But
okay, hold on.
This is so crazy that made the right wing so crazy that turned this country into what we are.
Well, also, it's the algorithm on TikTok and Tumblr and all of these other things that contribute to the social contagion of trans among kids and teens. And I think that's a problem.
Yeah, so, okay, so
San Francisco, 40% of the kids are trans or whatever?
No, I don't think that's true.
I think it's something like that.
40% of Republican discourse might be about trans people, but I don't think 40% of kids are trans. Okay.
No, there are school districts where 40% of the kids say they are not.
There was a YouGov poll where Republicans think that 40% of the population is trans. I think that's what we're thinking of right now.
No, there are some school districts. I'll look it up. There are some school districts
Did
where
we
40%
look it up?
of kids, it's not trans. They think they're of the 100, 200, whatever it is things.
I mean, there was also the story that spread like wildfire.
So it's the difference between 40% of the kids being trans and 40% of the kids thinking that their gender is fluid. That's a big difference.
Yeah.
Like, hey, guys, I was born in the wrong body versus, hey, guys, I'm not sure about my sexuality, and there's a lot of opportunity for me to explore it these days because I'm not shut down at the idea that blue is for boys and pink is for girls.
School that came from like a Joe Rogan episode that's completely fake as well.
Fake story.
Completely fake.
But why has there been a 4,000% increase in girls identifying as trans?
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Because
are you denying?
it's more open to identify now. I wonder how many people went throughout their life knowing or feeling a certain way and living a half life because they couldn't come out. That's probably why the numbers are up. They probably weren't that big to begin with. So having a 4,000% climb might not be that much of a climb anyways. Like, what are the actual numbers? 4 million% more lesbians. The Earth now is actually 200% lesbians. All our population is double lesbo, all the way.
If you turn mainstream television on, you're just hammered. Like everybody hates a Coca-Cola ad or a Chevy ad or whatever you're being hammered with. You look at any mainstream culture, it's trans. I mean, are we denying that?
I don't even know what we're talking about right now. Are we
I mean, Republicans are blowing up Bud Light cases over trans shit, so they talk about it.
Worse than that, they're spending
buying them.
They're spending $35 for that Bud Light non-woke beer, that Bud Right beer.
Oh, Bud Right.
Yeah, whatever that right-leaning beer, Ultra Right, that's what it is, yeah. They're spending $35 for a six-pack of Ultra Right piss water. That's actually sick. Like, shooting the Bud Light cans, I get it. You're mad. Your culture is being taken over. Your piss beer culture is being adapted outside of your redneckanized mindset. And now you're willing to pay $35 for piss? Just go, like, here's the thing. Find out whatever the most Nazi beer is and just start buying that. You might as well put your money where your mouth is. Come on, guys.
swastika loggers, you know.
Yeah, get a swastika logger. I'm
like, no, I saw that story. I'm just like, I don't care. I already didn't care about this pea water. Now I still don't care. It's
Hell's Only says the beer is being produced at a bottling factory in Illinois that is most likely owned by Bush. Yeah, I mean, the bottling companies are double dipping all over the place. It probably is owned by Bush, but the idea that you can run away from any sort of woke branding these days is goofy because you're going to run right into the arms of an opportunist. You might as well just buy what you really fucking want and try and be a better person after you're done eating, drinking, or fucking whatever you just purchased.
Not even a beer guy anyway. Like that my first beer was like a Guinness, and that was a horrible starting beer.
See, most of these conservatives only drink beer to get drunk enough to kiss boys anyways.
Are we moving to trans issues now? I thought we were talking about social media and how to like moderate social media. Now we're talking about algorithms. I think this is one of interesting. Well, no, I think this is important. Okay.
Well, kiss me if that's what you fucking do, Trevor. Kiss me on my fucking mouth, then, Trevor. I'm 6 buds deep. Kiss me, Trevor.
Come glass my baloney hole, Trevor.
Because I notice that when these panels happen, you guys never actually say anything. We move from crazy topic to crazy topic to crazy topic. I think there's a really fascinating and interesting discussion that can happen about algorithms. So, for instance, you guys earlier were being critical that algorithms radicalize
I think
people.
Alex Jones missed his true career as like a wrestler because he can't kind of promo.
Yeah, I've always said that he is a WWE character inserted directly into politics.
Listen here, Roman. I'll be the tribal chief when I'm done with you.
Yeah, he 100% could be a pro wrestling manager tomorrow and probably main event WrestleMania with any fucking dude on the roster. He's just got that gift of grab.
Job of a social media platform to put content in front of you that you might not want to watch. If somebody watches a video by the Young Turks, are you saying that the next video that should be recommended should be like a Tucker Carlson
Maybe
video?
He'll be the next actual Mania champion.
He's been actual Mania champion before, I think.
Oh, wait, really?
I'm pretty sure Alex Jones' videos won at one point.
If you don't want to drink the trans beer anymore, then don't. But don't think that makes you a hero when you tell everyone about how you don't anymore.
Right? Like, oh, so you're so proud that you switched to fucking Coors? How about you transition into somebody who drinks quality fucking beer? Go buy local. Buy local. If you really are a pro-American human being, buy local beer. Stop buying anything national. The best thing you can do as an American is purchase beer from the fucking bar down the road. Go buy local. Shit. That's the most American thing you can do, but people won't talk about that.
Or don't drink beer at all. Why would you drink pee?
Well, it's not all beer is pee. Some beer will put fucking cum on your tits.
You guys throw a lot of criticisms out about these.
Maybe you drink enough, yeah.
You throw a lot of criticisms out about these companies, but then at the end of the day,
true.
you're not really like saying anything. And then we just move from like sensationalist topic to sensationalist topic, and now we're talking about 40% of the population is trans.
But this is not that hard to understand. So don't make it sound like we're talking crazy here. This is pretty simple. If I, as the consumer, have an easier access to certain types of content because that content aligns with the political philosophies of the executive team of that platform, that's a problem. That is what I'm trying to say. So I do not have a fundamental issue with algorithms. For example, I think that as long as the consumer can choose to turn on or off those algorithms, that's okay. The problem is when I have recommended content based on political philosophy that I did not choose because the things that I agree with are being purposely suppressed. That's what I have a problem
I understand what you're saying, but the issue is that for a long time, I don't even know if Twitter does it, they gave consumers an option. Do you want the tailored feed or do you want the chronological one? I believe when Elon bought Twitter, he brought back the chronological one. Nobody wants that. Consumers don't want the ability to look. That's great if there's a few people in the audience.
How do you know that? What's the data proving that? Me laugh when Ben says alive like Cobes, and when Billy says Milo Yamalo Palops.
Alive! We're just here to make you laugh, Garcia. Everybody else sit back while we make Garcia laugh. This is Garcia Laughs, the podcast. Thank you.
What data is proving that? Because that was just rolled out, right?
What?
So how do we know that's true? Because I just want to ask you if you could clarify. How do we know people don't want that? Because I personally use it. I like it, and I haven't seen any data released highlighting that argument.
I mean, the data is that every company is moving in this direction because it's getting
Okay,
people
every
engaged
company.
at a higher level. Yes.
You can talk
Not
about
true.
algorithms all day, but then there was the pre-programmed lie with government corporate disinformation.
What did they cut
every
there?
Channel the last 3 years. What I don't want, algorithms are one thing, but I don't want a force-fed corporate big lie put in all the tops of the feeds.
Is it Big Pharma?
That's the algorithm I don't want.
Maybe.
It's not even an algorithm. It's we're gonna.
Is that a
force
no-no
this
word
down
on
your
YouTube?
throat.
It might be a no-no word at Mindsfest. Maybe they're sponsored.
Companies, if they spin up a social network, have the right to show
I
you
feel like
whatever
this was edited by Destiny's editor.
Probably.
algorithm they want. If they want to show you dog dicks all day, even when you search for women, even when you search for cartoons, they show you dog dicks. It's their
Where'd that
company,
come
they can do whatever
from?
they want. But when
Well, I don't
companies to the
know.
size
I
of
started
acting in
searching
common,
for women, and dog dicks showed up. So then I started searching for dog dicks. Nothing changed.
it takes on another meaning, and then the code. At that point, I think they can still show you whatever they want, but that code needs to be
That
free.
dope
So I can
doesn't get that Twitter isn't showing him opposite politics to brainwash him. It's to get him mad. I only get right-wing stuff.
Yeah, everybody, the algorithm is set up to piss you off. You get more view time when you're angered than when you are satisfied. When you're satisfied, you don't go as hard into the viewership as you do otherwise. It's fucked up, really. That's the worst part about the algorithm is it bends to your fucking worst desires. Not desires.
Do you remember
caters to your worst fucking issues?
Do you remember Yahoo Answers?
Vaguely.
Boy there, Whitney, Wisconsin.
Whoa!
There
Whitney.
was people could ask a question and people would answer it, and the best answer would get like voted to the top. Someone went on there a long time ago trolling and asked this really ignorant question. They basically said, "I went to England and they were speaking American. Why is this?" And it was like one of the most replied to questions ever because people didn't realize it was a troll and they were all offended that they thought Brits spoke American.
Yeah.
You know?
Everybody has to open their mouth with a fucking opinion when they feel like their opinion is being questioned. And that's what all this is based off of. I get tons of stuff from the right as well. I get recommended. I would watch like one Jordan Peterson video and then I get recommended Jordan Peterson for weeks. I couldn't wash the stench of Peterson off me.
The Peter stench?
I couldn't get it off me.
and spin up my own version of the
That
site.
Peter stank.
And if people
That
hate
Peter
the
stank.
algorithm, they're going to start using my awesome technology that's now publicly available, and then it'll become
I agree. By the way, I love how your coat matches his hair.
Thank you so much. It'll become
I love
a
how your
marketplace
coat
of terms
matches
of
his
service
hair.
and a marketplace of algorithms instead of marketplace of who owns the code.
The sketchy thing that platforms do, specifically big tech, is they change the defaults. So people are put into the algorithms when, and what that does, which hurts creators, is that it takes away people's organic reach. So when they make the algorithms default, that's when creator reach goes down drastically. You spend 10 years on Facebook to get.
All right, yeah, this guy, whatever.
Just the problem is the algorithm of the creators. I love it when conspiracy theorists talk tech. It's my favorite thing in the world.
They just use buzzwords, man.
That's the algorithm. It's creators are being stifled.
They're doing the Q&A.
Algorithm hacking into the mainframe.
The issue at hand is the
They
idea
hacked the
itself.
Gibson.
It's the ideas that need to be brought forth. That's
The
my
problem.
point.
This is the kind of guy that goes to Minds Fest.
Was that Barry Mezzi?
He got like the weekend pass. Yeah, he's running for. Barry Mezzi could have been the next president of the United States, and then Elisa walked him through a Pride event for 30 seconds, and that's the end of Barry
She
Mezzi.
really fucked up his career.
Problem is that the reason why it's important to get into the weeds and to have the very boring conversations to figure out what's actually happening is because ideally, if you're trying to make actionable citizens, if you're trying to get people that are listening to do something, and you're not just trying to sell fear or deep state or conspiracies or make money on getting people angry, you should be able to present a clear idea of like what has happened in a particular
But
thing
it's
that people
not a
can try
conspiracy.
to that people can prevent in the future.
The
So, for
government's
instance, if we think that Twitter has engaged in an action that we disagree with, then the goal would be to try to to pressure Twitter to change the policy. If we think that Twitter is
you talk
controlled
about
by
people
the deep
using
state,
terms.
controlled by
You
CIA
talk
and the
about
government and
people
Epstein's
using
Island and all of
terms.
this, what
You
you're
use
essentially telling your
conspiracy. It's
audience is
come
no
out
matter
in
what you do,
Congress
nothing
that
you
the
say
big
makes a
corporations
difference.
and the deep
You
state
can't do
are
anything
censoring
to
and
change
controlling.
anything that's going on.
This is a beautiful duet.
Yeah, they're singing in harmony.
You're just saying
the reason why I like to
It's kind of like when you do row your boat and like people take turns starting at different points. It's like that.
Elephant and donkey sing together.
Conspiracy. Conspiracy. The conspiracy's been proven. Big tech, big banks trying to suppress the people and create a monopoly. You keep using words like conspiracy theorist. Hey, man, people know what's going on.
The only thing you're doing with that type of speech is removing your audience from the voter pool. So, I mean, power to you if you want to talk that way. But at the
Okay,
end
so
of the day,
there were
people
congressional
don't feel like
hearings
they can do anything.
where big
right?
tech is suppressing election knowledge, medical knowledge, all this.
Let's get these sweet boys to 30% tonight.
How come
that would be great?
Does it say Sweet Boys or does it? Because it says Shikos. Does it say Sweet Boys or would I hear that wrong?
Let's get it to 50%.
Why does the AI voice have a
Get it
weird?
to 100% tonight.
For
that's a big. Yeah, that's a tall order.
let's get it to 1,000,000% tonight, guys.
1,000,000%.
I'm trying to go to fucking Jack in the Box after the show.
You need $1,000,000 dollars.
Fuck yeah.
Oh damn.
It's hard out here.
What's $1,000,000 dollars?
I need $1,000,000 dollars.
You don't know what $1,000,000 dollars
so
are?
I can get one Jack in the Box tonight.
It's a conspiracy.
One Jack.
I need one Jack in the Box. I'm starving. Feed little Billy his belly food, please.
So what do you want people to do about it?
He's like, you use words like conspiracy
Alex,
theory.
what do people do about it?
Theory.
What do you want people to do about it?
I want people to be aware of
No,
what's
no,
going
not
on.
be aware. What do you want people to do about it? You've made them aware. Now what are they supposed to do?
People.
This is the problem with your
You're not
platform.
letting me talk.
All you're doing.
You're gonna let me talk.
Sorry, I thought you were doing
Perry
this for like
makes a
15
moment.
years. I thought you'd
Well,
have a quick
hey, if
answer to
my
that. Go ahead.
platform's so weak, why are they trying to ban it?
Yeah, go ahead. What do you
That's
want
right.
people
What
to
are
do?
you gonna do?
Did Alex just pop his collar? Saying if my platform's so weak, why are they trying to ban me? And he popped his collar. You know, Alex Jones probably fucks better than everybody on that panel right now. He's probably got this massive fucking thundercock and just ruined shit.
What's pillow talk with Alex like?
Yeah.
It's gross, but it's worth it because you just want to be ruined by Daddy Alex.
Freedom of speech, open platforms without government and corporate censorship, and it'll all sort itself out. That's what I'm saying. And it's not a conspiracy theory. The big, powerful corporations and governments get together to censor and control and protect
platitudes.
themselves. And we fought hard to even get that basic truth out, and we are winning.
We are winning.
Do you remember when he was going off on Eddie Bravo? Eddie Bravo was like, no, they're not doing that. They're not selling baby parts. He's like, yes, they are. And he's like freaking out. It was so funny.
Was that based off of using an embryo to get a vaccine or something?
It was something stupid. It was Eddie, like Joe Rogan had to leave the room for a second, and it was Alex Jones and Eddie Bravo in the room alone. And he just freaked out on him.
Problem with people talking over each other is it's like painting two different colors of makeup on your face that you love both of the colors very much, but when you put them on your face, they turn brown. Not that brown's a bad makeup color.
What is that color blue jacket? Is that electric blue?
Was that a blackface comment?
Suede, Alex.
Okay, guys, we're gonna do a
All right, we're doing a little swap because we're pretty much talking about the same stuff for the rest
didn't even
of the
play
show.
with your hair, man.
So Carrie, we're gonna do swap out a couple people.
Starving sweet boys.
Can we have a round of applause for these guys
99
first?
cents will help buy 3
In the arms
$10
of an angel.
By the way, Destiny and I are dating. So everybody should know.
They're secret gay lovers. I saw him making out behind the stage. But seriously, Dusty,
he's mad because I heard him earlier.
In all seriousness, thank you for challenging us. Thank you for giving a contrarian point of view.
Alex puts the
thank
deep
you for
and deep
being
state.
here and engaging in a conversation. And I just want to say I appreciate it, and I want to thank you for doing so.
Here's the Destiny.
Interesting. Here's a little more.
Hunter and laptop, which I have right here.
That's not a laptop, you liar.
Oh, here we go. I'm waiting until he shows up.
At the behest of the government, though.
Yoel Roth.
Everything's fine.
Here we go.
Oh, my
Here
God.
we go.
Your destiny lies with me, Skywalker.
And it's very simple.
Like I'm back in 2016.
Very,
we can scream
very
if you want,
simple.
it's fun. That's all good.
Was that his second Star Wars reference tonight?
Yeah.
I was just up there hanging out with your wife. She's a nice lady.
Jesus Christ. Really? What?
No, that was your wife.
Are we allowed to pull people up from the audience?
My wife was hanging out with her, too. No, I mean...
Well, I was hanging out with her first.
That's right. Jack already hung out with him. And then I was there. That's always better, like, to be like third
I
or
appreciate you stalling while I could look this up.
No, seriously, your wife's a really nice lady.
Yeah, you know, I
Oh, Alex Jones met Melina.
Is that Melina?
Yeah, that's Melina.
wish we were here tonight, but she's not. She's fine with the kids. So he talks about, this is the FEC statement that he made December of 2020 after being sued by the RNC. And the RNC sued, and they said the takedown of this laptop, which I think, can we all at least agree that was censorship, right?
Yeah. Of course.
Right?
It was election meddling.
That
election meddling.
An election interference, information that was prevented from being received by the American people.
That the FBI knew was real.
So here's what Yoel Roth said. During weekly meetings with federal law enforcement agencies, he specifically mentions the Office of the Director of National Intelligence, the Department of Homeland Security, the FBI, and industry peers. They communicated they expected hack and leak operations by state actors might occur in the period shortly before the 2020 presidential election, likely in October. I was told that the intelligence communities expected that the individuals associated
What is he reading
with
this off
political
a cell
campaigns
phone?
would be subject
Yeah.
to
It looks so
hacking
small.
and
Reading
off his
over
hand.
social media.
That's Hunter
platforms.
Biden's laptop.
He wrote a bunch of Hunter Biden's laptop is handwritten notes on his palm.
That's actually just a tiny little laptop. Hunter Biden is very small. Hunter Biden.
He's a mini man. That's why he fucks feet.
that's the only reason somebody would fuck feet. If they're a mini man.
Including Twitter.
That is.
And I also learned in these meetings that the rumors that a hack and leak operation would involve Hunter Biden. And then it just goes through and says there.
That's true. However, later on under oath, he clarified that exact statement,
Which is perjury, and he should go to jail for that.
That's not perjury.
That's perjury.
He gave that quote.
Hey,
he said
America
that
I'm
didn't sell out
with
to
you. He
China.
definitely perjured
Yes,
himself.
he's right. We didn't sell out to China. Everything's
We
fine.
didn't sell out to China.
We're all going to buy our electric vehicles from them and our solar panels. We've been screwed by the globalists in China.
Let him rebut. Let him rebut, please.
China.
Alex, calm down.
China.
Wouldn't China be a part of the
Calm down,
globalists?
Alex, thank you for your
The
vote.
Bilderbergs.
I went to Xi Jinping. He
Destiny.
gave me hundreds of billions of dollars.
Destiny has a rebuttal, please.
later on under oath, Yoel Roth clarified that any references made to Hunter Biden were from other social media representatives. It did not come from the government. There was
He
never.
says right
there
here
was
that it
never.
came
Yeah,
There's
I understand
audio
you have
recordings
that
with
one
Hunter
quote.
going, I work with the head of Chinese intelligence, Dad. They arrested me. What are we going to do?
Is there? Can I hear those?
I would like to hear those.
He's got more soda in his voice.
Can't do Hunter Biden impersonation.
Hunter
I have a
Biden
crack pipe
laptop
here
is
right now,
not
so-
real, folks.
I don't see any crack pipe stains on your fingers. Now, I have a question, because I'm more of a novice.
This
with
is
stuff. You
Brian
guys are
Callen.
in the weeds.
He's been on Joe
he
Rogan
says
and was like he's been in like a few comedy movies back in the day too, like as a small character.
Straight up in this testimony.
When he clarifies 3 times under oath later on that the request did not come from the government. It did not. There was not a specific request
it says
from the
right- it
government.
says right
I understand
here.
you can read that one quote all you want.
The
but 3
point
times
is-
later on,
Again,
in
let him
front of
talk
Congress,
for a
under
minute.
oath,
This
This is the head
argument
of
is
Twitter.
beside
This
the
is
point.
the guy who censored the election. I think that
as a
quote's
legal
pretty
matter,
important.
this is beside the point. I mean, it doesn't
He was
matter.
on,
You don't
Mad
have to
TV
say,
also.
if you don't do 1, 2, 3, and the government's going to punish you.
That sounds like emo howling wolf.
Yeah,
show
who's
that
this
you're red
whiny
thread
old
in order to
man?
Get government action. That's one way to do it, but you can also show.
Your
it through
daughter's gonna
coordinated
be a
action.
whore.
And I think anyone looking at the whole
Destiny,
stall
you're a Megan with an
obviously
S.
sees that's what's going on. If you're
Your
fair with the
daughter's
evidence.
gonna be
And
a
that is what
fucking whore.
a jury is going to determine in a few months
She be a
in
boss
some of the
at
law
7
cases that are brought against the
Government
United States
center.
government.
I guess the question is, where is the retribution from the
Make it
government?
fun of Destiny.
Like implied or general or whatever. Like, what is it? Like, point to one.
What would the
anything.
retribution be for they committed the censorship? Why would they need to?
But they didn't. They most
The
of the
FBI
time
called
they
up and
rejected.
said, we want you to suppress this. The Russians created it. It may be fake. and they knew it was real 2 years before. Period. Case closed.
But every administration.
Which actually, to Alex's point, the FBI already had this, so they knew it was real.
You didn't know if every single person in the FBI or the FBI guy coordinating with Twitter knew that they had that hard drive.
It's a pretty specific
The
request.
FBI liaison to Twitter said it's not real when they knew it was real.
They did not say that to Twitter.
Look, you know.
They said, we believe this is Russian disinformation. You should suppress it.
Yeah, this came out in the Louisiana lawsuit when Elvis Chan was meeting. So Elvis Chan is the FBI agent meeting with Yoel Roth and others, Vijay Gade, at Twitter and others. They specifically talked about this Hunter Biden hack and leak operation as if it was fake information, yet he testified that he knew that the FBI at the time...
FBI? Whoa, that's something I can get behind.
That's the future.
The FBI.
Open up
had recovered
a pot shop called that.
In 2019... the actual, and still, we presume they still have custody of the actual laptop that was left in Delaware.
And you.
Hey, nice lady.
Thanks, lady.
Amazes me is the way the liberals have changed on this. I mean, when I grew up, no self-respecting Democrat or liberal would be comfortable if the CIA and they didn't have Homeland Security there, but wherever government officials.
This guy has just showed up to eat a piece of ice cream and they put him on stage.
It's like he's a Woody Allen impressionist.
This is Wooden Allen.
We're sitting with the New York Times editorial board and telling them what stories to cover. No liberal. I grew up in a very liberal environment. They would
flip out.
They would flip out. Now, however, they're like, yeah, let's go do it. Oh, simply because there wasn't a death threat from DNI.
Do you like this panel better than the last one?
They're
there.
Yeah, they're both there.
But you did have administrations like Lyndon Johnson calling the Chicago Sun, et cetera, and telling them to hold on to stories.
Yeah, they did, and people criticized it. They thought it was wrong. And what has happened to the left that no one says it's wrong anymore? That's the problem.
Well, I mean, every administration has done their best to try to manipulate the press to their ends.
Yes,
So
exactly.
my question is, it seems to me that this is an economy of influence. So if you have social media companies, just like if you have media companies in general, whoever's in power is going to do their best to get an angle and make sure that they're covered favorably versus unfavorably.
But they've got an angle of the 800-pound gorilla where they're dominating all the
How do you
business.
avoid that? We've never been able to avoid that. I'm wondering if you're going to have these private companies and they're going to sway one way or another, right?
Isn't it an 8-ton gorilla?
I think they got it wrong, yeah.
Yeah.
Poor Alex Jones doesn't know shit.
That most of the young people at Google...
He said 800
pounds.
Yeah.
It's an 8-ton gorilla, Alex. Sheesh.
An 800-pound gorilla isn't even a 1-ton gorilla.
That's a regular, everyday run-of-the-mill big-ass gorilla.
Like silverback gorilla, yeah.
Yeah, 8-ton gorilla is King Kong.
Yes, yeah.
I'm talking King Kong.
Just say left in general,
98%.
Right? It's hard. It's very difficult to then change that with a law.
So
right?
just let the public
what would
see
you
it
say?
all.
Right.
Let us decide.
Actually, there is a law.
Okay.
It was passed by the great state of Texas. Thank you very much. HB 20, which prohibits viewpoint discrimination by the social media companies. So that means that they can't kick people off because you're Republican or you have political views that
That's fair.
Jack Dorsey says, and that's fair.
Well,
it's the same rule that applies to this comedy club.
It is Joe Rogan's comedy club.
Because you're black or you're Jewish or you're gay. And the same way, social media companies shouldn't be able to kick you out because you're
Is it in Joe Rogan's comedy club?
I think so. Because
I had no idea where this was.
What you mentioned was newspapers, right? But a social media company is not a newspaper. It is fundamentally different. A newspaper has an editor, they have reporters, they have people who are deciding, and some sort of hierarchical process determining
Their
okay,
utility
what's on the front
under law.
page. But a social media company is closer to a communications platform. So it's closer to you using, I would argue, and this is more, I guess, philosophical than legal, but I would argue it's closer to you picking up your cell phone and calling somebody, or I guess
It's a
texting
utility.
somebody.
Right,
So the social media company
that's a good
comes
point.
more than that.
Because one of the defenses I've heard, even from the right, is the idea that Twitter was a private company and it wasn't the public square, even though it was treated that way. So that would be.
Has any single person paid more money for anything than Elon Musk paid for Twitter? Like, I don't think so. Was that like the largest like single purchase from like an individual ever?
I'm gonna look that up right now.
I can't think of anything bigger. I mean, he spent more money on it than pretty much anyone else has, and still had billions and billions to spare.
It says, as of August 2022, the largest ever acquisition was the 1999 takeover of Man's Man by Vodafone AirTouch PLC
But
at
that's
$183 billion.
But that's a company. I'm talking about an individual purchasing.
I
something
searched
for full
individual
ownership.
too, but
You searched individual. Did you search situation?
yes,
always.
Fence, it seems.
Gave me a
Well,
French
I
vanilla
don't agree.
situation.
I think that they did seem to have a bias, but for the most part, they could still claim they're a private company. That algorithm was created by someone like Jack Dorsey, whoever.
But they were being directed by government consortiums and secret think tanks
Consortiums?
on dashboards on what to censor. That is
That's
government
spelled?
corporate collusion.
I'm not finding
That
the
is
individual
fascism by
purchases
definition.
anywhere.
Right, and so the question before us is, we can go back and forth all day about, did they break specific laws? Did they violate the First Amendment? Some people would argue yes. Some people might disagree because you don't see it in this specific email. Got it. Cool. But the bigger question, I think, going forward is, okay, we can't put the genie back in the bottle of social media or whatever comes next in terms of social intercommunication, right? We're going to have, VR is probably the next level, Oculus, all of the metaverse, all these different things.
Yeah, I don't care about
So
this shit.
we've got to come
I
up
wanted
with
to
some way
see more
as a
Alex
society
Jones madness.
to get it down.
Well, I just want to whine all the time.
In force, there's a first name.
And so she's asking.
All right, yeah, I'm done with this. Yeah, so that was interesting, huh? This is something that Jeff Holiday brought to my attention today.
Uh-oh. Black Hammer leader charged in Russian influence scheme?
Yes.
What? Ghazi
Yeah.
Kodzo?
Yeah.
In a Russian influence scheme?
Yep.
The leader of an Atlanta-based far-left extremist group known for its outrageous protests and social media posts has been charged in federal court with taking part in an alleged Kremlin-backed operation to sow discord in the United States.
Isn't that crazy?
Augustus C. Romaine Jr. is charged with conspiracy to defraud the United States and is accused of accepting money and other assistance from Alexander Viktorovich Ionov, a Russian national with connections to the FSB, Russia's intelligence service, according to an indictment unsealed Tuesday in U.S. District Court in Tampa, Florida. Romaine, the flamboyant leader of the Black Hammer Party, who goes by the name Ghazi Kodzo and uses gender-neutral
Oh, it's that
pronouns,
guy.
was already in jail in Fayette County on charges of kidnapping, aggravated sodomy, racketeering, and human trafficking related to police raid on the group's Fayetteville's headquarters last July.
So fucked.
There was a dead body in that house, right?
Yep.
According to the new federal indictment, Romaine allegedly conspired in 2022 with Ionov to stage pro-Russian demonstration at the Georgia state capitol and at the San Francisco headquarters of Meta, the parent company of Facebook. Romaine and several members of the Black Hammer Party traveled to San Francisco in March 2022 to protest Facebook's decision to censor pro-Russian posts regarding the invasion of the Ukraine. Is it illegal to take money from Russia to protest?
Yes.
Why would that be illegal? Why would that be illegal to take money from somebody to protest?
Well, they were doing it as part of like a Russian like a Russian operative. So
I guess they had to like say who their donor was to make it a social media legal donation, or
it was part of a Russian project to cause discord, like, to make things like volatile.
But like if someone in the United States did that, it would be okay?
Not if it was to cause chaos.
Huh. So what about all those people who donated to those January 6th funds to start the riots? Romain allegedly worked with Ionov to stage other protests in Atlanta, including a May 8th rally for Russian Victory Day and June 23rd protests at the state capitol. Federal prosecutors claim the actions amount to Romain acting as an unregistered agent for Russia. The new indictment names Romain and the Black Hammer Party. It also charges members of the Florida-based African People's Socialist Party and the Uhuru Movement, y'all, which allegedly conspired with Ionov on other propaganda efforts and ran its members for local political office in the Sunshine State. In addition, the indictment charges Ionov's alleged Russian handlers, FBS officers Alexei Borisovich Sukodolov and Yegor Sergeyevich Popov. None of the Russian alleged co-conspirators have been arrested, and they are unlikely to be apprehended.
Popov is very cheap vodka.
But very expensive FBS officer. Russia's Foreign Intelligence Service allegedly weaponized our First Amendment rights, freedoms Russia denies its own citizens, to divide Americans and interfere in elections in the United States, said Assistant Attorney General Matthew G. Olson of the Justice Department's National Security Division. The department will not hesitate to expose and prosecute those who sow discord and corrupt U.S. elections in service of hostile foreign interests, regardless of whether the culprits are U.S. citizens or foreign individuals abroad.
Wow.
And then it just talks more about the Black Hammer's rise to prominence.
Yeah.
I think that's about all the news. But that's interesting. A little treason on top of sodomy and kidnapping. And
So in addition to that, he's facing 5 years for this too.
Just picking up a little treason amidst his sodomy trials.
How many years is this guy serving then? Will be possibly serving?
I don't even know about the other one, about the other charges. Those are pretty bad too.
They're separate from this, so who knows how long he gets. But one good thing I know is that Ghazi Kodzo wasn't a good person, right?
No.
Kind of a piece of shit, guys. Are they gonna touch me, DP? Are they gonna touch me?
No, they're gonna touch me.
I have to actually call my lawyer because now I'm realizing I've been getting paid to sow discord against the United States, and I'm a little worried.
Am I the one paying? Wouldn't that be me?
Yeah,
the one
all your
paying you?
donos, everybody here is an accomplice thanks to your donos. Sorry, guys, we're gonna need
everyone just be quiet about it, and we'll be good. You know?
We're gonna need to get a lawyer. That's all I'm saying. We're all in this together now, guys. Oh. You ever wake up in the morning and you've got what can only be described as a rager? And you don't know what to do with it? You don't know what to do with it?
A headache or what?
Like an erection.
Oh, no, I haven't.
I woke up with a rager today and I didn't know what to do with it. I didn't know what to do with it. So I just went and I made breakfast and I made sausages and I sat there with my sausages in my lap and I just tried to be a decent human being. Now it's 7:41 p.m. and I regret not making a weird sex toy out of dirty t-shirts and duct tape. Yeah. Yeah.
Sausage or sausage, you know?
Yeah. Hit it with a spoon. This is Brainius Palky. That's not bad.
Yeah,
That's not bad.
42 where I'm at. So
I should
don't know why you're.
I should have a boner smacking spoon. That's not a bad idea.
just wallop your.
Just give it a little.
Like a wooden spoon, or are we doing a metal spoon?
I was thinking metal. I don't want to get any slivers, right? That'd be the worst thing in the world to get a sliver. And if it's a nice cold spoon, it probably will help tame the savage beast.
Like put it in a fridge for a couple minutes, you know, like get a little chill on it.
I don't even know if I need the chill, but now you're adding levels to this that I wasn't prepared to think about. I think the cold spoon, room temperature spoon would be good enough, but now I'm over here wondering if I should have a popsicle at bedside.
Listen, that's why I'm top of the class, Billy. My big brain.
I needed you here to work through these things with me. Thank you.
Yeah. If we're using popsicle, are we using cherry or grape?
Gotta be grape. I just like the sound of grape. Nothing against cherries. I'll take those too. via Grape. Morton Dave V8 says, I want an infomercial for this product. Okay.
That's a spooner spoon.
You wake up with a rager every morning and don't know what to do with it? Order right now, $199.99 peasant and get your boner spoon. Flick a boner away today. That's
If you
boner
sell this, I
spoon,
expect
$1,999 peasant.
You sell this, I expect royalties.
You expect royalties.
Yeah, I'm the one giving you ideas of the popsicle.
This is a spoon
Order
I'm
now,
selling.
you get a great popsicle for it.
I'm selling, order now, we'll get one payment for $4.99 and we'll send you 6 bonus boner popsicles. Sweep! A little slide whistle plays to get your attention because it's 3 a.m.
Should
It's
there be a
perfect.
catchy jingle with this? Or
When your dick stands at attention, get yourself boner prevention. It's boner spoon.
boom, 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 boner spoon.
Now with free popsicles. For the shickos. Popsicles.
The popsicos.
We got popsicles. Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't like the stream yet, what the hell are you doing with your life?
Sorry, I'm not feeling my best, but we'll get through it. We're gonna go.
Yeah, me and Billy are just coming up with $1 million idea, the boner spoon.
Making money.
Yeah, I'll be fine. But yeah, it looks great. 25%, looking great tonight.
That's not the 1,000,000% we were talking about.
Yeah, we'll get there.
We got to buy that Jack in the Box.
I lied about not playing any promos tonight. I got a request and that I have to honor and play this promo, and I hope Ruby Jules is watching right now.
Hey, how you doing? I realized I didn't need to actually edit for this video because it was too easy. And, you know, you know me. Sometimes I'm a little lazy, but I'm here to make a point. 3, actually. Actual Mania is coming up, and I will be facing Ruby Jules in a grudge match. And yes, it is very much a fucking grudge match. Just because of everything he's about and how and who he represents and what he represents. But I came here specifically because I wanted to make 3 points. Point number 1. Ruby Jules is absolutely a cookie-cutter contender. And what I mean by that is Ruby Jules does the same thing day in and day out when it comes to his content for the show, and just doesn't show a lack of improvement. He will stagnate forever for as long as he is here, doing the same old bullshit music that, frankly, he considers high art, but in truth is actually in contendership with Matthew Krecklau for the worst composer in the entire community.
Oh, taking a
Drunken
shot at
Peasants.
Matthew also.
Number 2, I'm here to prove that he is delusional, high on his own supply, and absolutely off the rails. Dude thinks he is an Actual Mania star, when in truth he could be the Brooklyn Brawler of Actual Mania. And number 3, I'm just going to prove how fucking easy it is. My plan, Ruby Jules, is the antagonist is a shooter. He's a roaster. And to be truthful, he's going to light you the fuck up. So, buckle up, Buttercup. It's going to ruin
Don't
you.
break my heart.
Whoa.
I see Egghead in the chat now. Where were you, Egghead, when I was suffering on Saturday night? Huh? Where were you, Egghead? He was asleep. I talked to him later. I'm just giving him shit now publicly. Oh, God. Help us get to 30%, Egghead. He was touching his peebix?
You better keep your hands off your peebix,
Don't.
Aggie. You better get that boner spoon. Knock that peebix back down into place, Aggie.
Aggie
With the
one
great
bill.
popsicle.
We got some Melmac boner spoons coming in.
Melmac boner spoons?
Coming in this week, Melmac boner spoons with a free popsicle, a subsidized popsicle enhancement.
So Jared is really, really, really paranoid now because that guy's gonna come to his house, and he's engaged in all these weird conspiracy theories. Check this out.
God, he looks so greasy.
So, the pot thickens, guys. The pot thickens every single day now with this whole fucking Jizzy Wizzy thing. Not gonna say his name, but Mr. Little Boy Jizzard. Well, that sounded bad, but anyways. You guys know who I'm talking about, okay? Apparently, Little Wizzy is so scared right now that I found out he's gonna bring a whole team of fucking people.
Did we already watch this one?
We're talking like 4
I don't
people
know.
now, homie.
Because he's like,
I don't think he did.
Okay. Yeah,
Don't
so.
beg from Egghead.
Yeah!
Superior Doodlemen are in the chat.
Oh.
Don does Doodles. Always good to see you. Always good to see you. Thank you for the big love. We hit that 30% mark already
Doodleman
on a Tuesday.
stepped up. Egghead's probably asleep now.
I'll take credit for your success.
This fucking loser whose name I'm not gonna say.
Okay, we watched it on tape.
initials,
Okay.
HM.
Like right when it came out,
He's
too.
obsessed with one of my old trolls. I think he's just some commie prick. Then some other guy who I don't know. He's got like a Donkey Kong fucking avatar. I don't really care. I don't know. Just some fucking nobody. And
A nobody called someone else a nobody?
Oh yes. The infamous fucking I'm not gonna say his name, but the one I made a video about recently. First name starting with S. That guy's the most hilarious
Trubisky?
one of all. Let me tell you, son. Let me tell you. So I'm honestly having the time of my life with this, and not only that, but it's just a huge fucking ego stroke to know that Little Wizzy is so terrified of me that he has to bring a whole posse with him. A fucking nerd posse, bro. Just
Yeah, if
as
you were a real man,
nerd posse,
if you were a real man going to Jared's house, you'd go all by yourself.
Yep.
Real men fight Jared butt naked with a boner spoon.
To get
Melmac boner spoon?
Listen to
Made
me,
a
bro.
Melmac.
There's no coming back from this. If you actually try to go through with this, you've permanently ruined yourself, bro. You want to know why? You will officially be known as, oh, look, it's the guy
Watch.
who couldn't stop the pedo.
He just called himself a pedo. He just called himself one. Hold on.
Did he do this again? Maybe we did watch this.
Hold
You will officially be known as,
He's gonna correct
oh,
himself
look, it's
after
the
this?
guy who
Yeah.
couldn't stop the pedo. That's what you'll be fucking known as, bro. Not that I am one, because I'm not.
Yeah, we did watch this the other night.
All right. Then I'm going to show you this next one where he claims he's being set up.
How's it going, guys? So,
Get a new shirt.
first of all, I just
Egghead
wanna
says,
give
yeah,
a
you
very-
guys watched it on Saturday. Where the
I've
fuck
been
were
listening
you
to audio
Saturday?
only for a month now. Good lord, my memory had smoothed Jared into a much more pleasant form.
Jared has had more pleasant forms. This is not Jared's best state, but he is in the whale stage, which is kind of nice. It got an
Remember when
Oscar.
he used to have that like broccoli top haircut or whatever?
He also had the Wolverine.
Yeah, that's what I'm calling it. I call it the broccoli top because it looked like I had a broccoli.
He had a few weird ass
Big
haircuts.
shout outs to Matt. You fucking rock, buddy. I appreciate you, homie. Hold on a second.
Get like,
Oh, that's a
That sounded like
thank
poop.
you fart.
That
Sorry,
sounded like
was
poop
bad
coming
timing
out of your
there,
butt
Matt,
and
but,
not a fart.
That was definitely
I gotta let
something
him out, bro. What can I
else.
say? You know what I'm saying? I already struggle with bloating enough as it is. But listen,
Drink some
guys,
more rubbing alcohol.
Jokes aside, man, these trolls I deal with are some sickos, bro. They are some legit creeps. Bro.
Fuck sickos.
Fucking creepy crawlers. Remember those things back in the 90s?
you think
Bunch
he'll
of
eat the
damn creepy
buggerito?
crawlers. And,
No. He does eat some weird shit, though.
what
Pickle
they like to do
nachos.
is slander people's names just to ruin them. You know, these are the tactics of a coward. If you
So, yeah, people are just slandering his name.
Just slandering his name and going to his house 4 deep to slander his name.
you don't like
Don't
someone,
slander me,
call
bro.
them a
All I said is if you have a spiritual connection with an 8-year-old, you should be allowed to date him.
pedo. Destroy their fucking, life. Watch them die in the streets. This is their
What life
fucking
was there to
video
lose?
games. This is their entertainment, bro. I'm telling you, I've said it before, I'll say it again. There is a man crisis going on. Shout outs to Sean James. Read his book, The Man Crisis.
The
It's a
Man
great
Crisis. I doubt he even read the book. He maybe read like a paragraph of it or something. Jared does not have the focus to read a whole book.
Plus, he has an awesome fucking.
he reads
kids'
kids' books.
That needs to be.
Yeah, I mean, there's like 5 words a page and pictures. Yeah,
pictures.
Said, but guys, listen to me. If you're unsure about me, if you're not sure what to think about this, individual in his fucking bedroom with his posters, this goddamn Jimi Hendrix, and
his history of
watch this documentary.
Awkward sexualization of underage people. Watch this documentary. What's the documentary? Is it the movie The Whale?
And you'll understand I ain't the bad guy. These people make the sickest rape jokes I've ever heard in my life. And I'm an edgy motherfucker.
That does
Don't
remind
get
me of
wrong,
myself.
I like edgy jokes. These are not funny.
Earlier
These
when
people-
I said I prefer grape popsicles to cherry, that was a rape joke. I'm sick. I'm fucked up.
What?
I'm fucked up, guys.
Or a bunch of
You
creeps.
sicko.
Just like that guy from Pedo Poachers. Remember him, Alan? The guy that made all those creepy pedo jokes. They're a bunch of sickos, bro. They're a bunch of narcissists.
That guy actually.
This
got,
is...
Who's that? Who's that one guy? You guys saw him on the show. Like he was endorsing like a zoophilia and pedophilia. He actually was able to get him arrested.
Oh, was he like an Asian guy?
Yes.
Yeah, kind of like I don't know, Pacific Islander looking.
Yeah, he was.
guy.
He was pretty
Yeah,
fucking
he actually-
out there.
Yeah, Chet actually worked with law enforcement to get him arrested.
Oh wow, that's impressive. Actually, he had a very different flair than even Jared and everybody else. He had a very controlled, direct approach to being a sicko, and he was pushing almost politically to be king sicko.
No, he was almost like a cult leader, almost like the way he talked.
So it's nice to see that there was some fire there that got him shut down. I guess not everybody gets away with his weird shit. Nistia says, "Don't get it on your balls." What are we talking about here? Yeah, please don't let the Melmac fucking boner spoon drop down to your balls. That's how you get a lowered sperm count. You won't be able to reproduce. It's shaft attack only.
Narcissism at its finest.
Shaft only.
Shaft attack only with the Melmac boner
So you
spoon.
prefer we watch the VOD on Spotify? Are you able to get more ad revenue that way? Thanks. I started watching it on Spotify instead of YouTube.
I think we get more ad revenue on Spotify, but also there's probably more room for growth on Spotify by reaching over, and that's why we recommend moving to Spotify, just in case somebody's gonna find us through there, because it's so hard to find us through YouTube these days. YouTube wants to bury us amidst all the other shit podcasts out there. Maybe one day, if we're lucky, on Spotify, they'll recommend us after a Joe Rogan episode on tampons. I don't know. Poop balls.
Guys, okay? These subhumans who have nothing inside of them, who just want to see other people die. They're evil. These people, guys, I'm sorry to sound like goddamn Joel Osteen up in here, but these motherfuckers be evil, bro.
They be evil,
These
bro.
motherfuckers got demons, okay? They may not
People
technically
who hold
be...
me accountable are evil.
Yeah, people who call me out for my weirdo shit are evil. But thank you, Matt. If you watch here, if you watch on Spotify, if you watch anywhere, appreciate you guys just watching. It gets lonely in here without people watching. All the donations are fantastic too. But it's all about me being all alone if you're not watching. I just need you here to hold the light on for me.
Demons, but I know they got demons inside of them. To do petty bullshit like this, vacant ass crap, ruin someone's life just because you don't like the way they look or talk or whatever. It's all projection with them, and I can promise you most of them probably are pedos, I had a troll once, I'm not going to say his name. He used to like to throw that on me. I don't see him much anymore, but he's from 4chan, and let me tell you, most of the kiddie porn comes from that site.
How do you know?
How do you know that, buddy?
Yeah, I know on 4chan.
Discontent base is the single best advertisement for contraceptives out there. Keep doing the Lord's
Hell
work.
yeah. Hell yeah. Don't marry and reproduce. Watch DP and sit all by yourself.
Fuck
forever.
sickos.
Don't fuck them physically.
Why
not?
Yeah, cause Jared is so innocent. It's not like he's slandered people's names or wished death upon people or threatened them with violence. Oh wait, he has.
He has? He has? What?
You know, Egghead told me in private that he didn't masturbate to Mercedes Carrera porn until after she went to jail.
Yeah.
He's a sicko.
Yeah, I made sure to wait until she was convicted to show her what this dick did.
Wait, she's still not convicted of anything?
No, it's still trailing.
It's been like years.
I'm joking, Egghead. I'm joking.
Egghead, it's called a joke. We know you never stop masturbating.
Yeah.
You're on a constant fucking pump, and we know it.
You liar!
You liar! I've masturbated to
Sicko.
Mercedes Carrera way before the allegation.
Egghead's such a sicko.
Okay.
You liar!
It tells you something, don't it?
I heard he's a fan of
Anyways,
Jared.
guys, that's what I got for you. I'll link it in the video. Please be sure to watch this because it gives the exact names that I recently mentioned of people, so you know I'm telling you the truth. Okay? They've been at it for a long time. They need to be stopped. Honestly, I just think these people deserve to rot in prison. I don't think they belong with other human beings. I think that they are
All
truly
things that we've said about Jared
I know, yeah.
on occasion.
I mean, he doesn't really hang out with other human beings, so...
That's actually for the best in many ways.
Yeah, he's in a prison of his own design.
Yeah, really, he created his own prison.
Like seriously, like his ripped posters, his stuffies, his toys. You know, this is a prison of his own making.
Incarcerated. So anyways, guys, that's what I got for you today. I will do a, just so you guys know, I will do a fucking playthrough later. I'm not going to let these loser, goons, they call themselves goons, stop me from having fun. So expect that soon. It's not going to be Indigo Prophecy. I gave up with the controls. It was just too much bullshit to deal with. So.
He gives up on everything. He's a failure at everything he does. He is an absolute failure in everything. I have not seen him be successful in any way, shape, or form at anything.
Sorry, Ben. Continue.
No. That's all I really wanted to say.
Well, he never, oddly enough, he never plays to his strengths. He's okay at guitar. I never see him play it or play drums or anything.
That's because he can't. Yeah, I mean, he knows how to play probably because his dad taught him when he was young. And he just doesn't do anything with it. He doesn't play in a band. He uses his drums as tables in his room now.
Is his dad
I personally
Ted
think because
Nugent?
even if you're good, I think it's because even when you're good at something, you still have to put in the effort to be, maintain the skill.
If his dad was Ted Nugent, for one thing, he'd be living in a much nicer house. And for another thing, then the dude going to Jared's house might actually get shot when he shows up.
Yeah, he's a real man.
Yeah, but I don't think that's true. But
Have you seen all these recent shootings that have been happening to people? There was a kid that went to the wrong address and the guy shot and killed him. There was a woman who was turning around in a driveway and she got shot.
That's fucked up.
It's crazy how people are just super paranoid shooting right now.
Was that local here?
I don't think it's local. No, I've seen them on the news.
Guess it depends on where it is.
I think it might have been Florida.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
So that doesn't narrow it down. It could be anywhere in Florida.
It'll probably just be Metal Gear Solid, but stay tuned, guys, and we'll see you later. Peace.
Yeah, this is Jared Genesis, not Jared Fogle.
You want to see his pickle nachos?
No, but yeah.
Hello, YouTube.
Now that you brought it up.
So.
Take notes.
I like jalapenos in nachos, but pickles are an odd flavor to add to nachos. I'd get canned jalapenos.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know, maybe
that
deep
guy,
fried
son.
pickles or pickles on a burger, but
Pickle
not this.
nachos for the win, my guy. Pickle nachos for the win.
Pickle, are they at least hot and
Before I
spicy
get into
pickles?
this,
Pickle nachos for the win.
make sure my
he
sound
said.
settings are okay.
He always does this. He can never remember to check
There we
this
go.
shit before he
92 sound
starts.
settings. That usually works. A lucky
Looks
number.
like a big baby.
But speaking of lucky, bro.
He does.
With
I know.
with that little cap on his head. That I can't
That's
see
the
any of his hair.
nicest thing in his wardrobe, that hat. It looks new.
Okay,
It's-
I gotta ask, would you eat these nachos or King Cobra's nachos?
Neither. Do I have to eat one?
If you had to choose between the
Hold
two.
on, let's see them.
right now because I've got my favorite meal. Son.
I haven't seen Cope's nachos. What do they look like?
I love pickles. Like, I'll try it with a pickle on it, and if I didn't like it, I can just pick around the pickles. Yeah, probably. Did Jared make it, or is it just the same recipe?
I think, I don't know.
Yeah, because I feel grossed out, like, eating something his hands touched.
Right? I don't know if I'd rather just eat King Cobra's stuff instead of Jared's because King Cobra's less gross to me.
They're both kind of gross, though.
Somebody call the fucking
feel like
funny
Cope's
farm on this
cleaner.
guy. I know, dude. It's weird.
I would trust
And
Cope's
it with
cooking
Greek
more than
yogurt,
this.
Too. Delicious, son. Delicious.
At least he's happy.
Tomatoes. Oh, sorry. I got to raise that shit up.
Yeah, thank you.
Tomatoes. Bread and butter pickles, bro.
Oh, bread
This
and
is the
butter
fucking
pickles?
classic,
No.
Wait, that's a thing?
son. Classic.
Yeah, they're like sweet. They have
Oh,
like a
God.
sweetness to them.
It's got the fucking, it's got lots of curry on it, bro, because curry is a
I'm not much of a
miracle
pickle
fucking
eater, as you can
seasoning,
see.
son.
Curry.
It will,
He's dipping
help you
the
from getting Alzheimer's,
pickle
and I'm
directly
all
into
for
the
that,
sour
because
cream.
I'm stupid enough already. But at least I can admit that shit.
God, I wonder why his cholesterol's so high if he's eating that cream.
Diced tomatoes.
Of course, we got the cheesers, bro.
Is it like
We got the
Velveeta or something?
cheesers. Hold on a second. Let me get
I don't think it's
some
Velveeta. It looks like it's actual
Cheddar.
4-cheese blend.
Dude, no, he's wearing pants.
Probably the
at least.
Mexican blend.
Mexican blend cheese, yeah.
bit the side of my damn mouth, son. I also got a little black pepper. Added some salt because we got the diabetes chips, low sodium. Not rest in peace yet, but shout outs to my dad.
Oh, Jesus.
What the fuck, dude? Dude,
Whoa.
I've seen the DMs where he says he wishes his dad was dead. So that was just like... he
Eating
just
his
let-
dad's low sodium chips, wishing him dead on accident, subliminally wishing his father dead, eating his fucking low sodium chips.
Wishing his father was dead so he can have regular chips.
Right? And honestly, maybe it's time for his dad to fucking kick the bucket. So our guy
wanna
Jared
say that.
Genesis doesn't have to put salt on the chips that are low sodium. He salted the low sodium chips.
And
I don't know. Do we really want his dad dead? Like, it sounds like he's the
I
one
don't
who
want his
supports
dad
the
dead.
household.
I
Yeah,
want
yeah,
his
like-
dad dead? No. Do I feel like his dad dying will get Jared Genesis high sodium chips? Yes. That's all.
How's he going to get the high sodium chips? What money does he have?
His mom will inherit his father's wealth and buy him real man chips, not these fucking diabetic Doritos.
this is just regular queso.
Real man chips for the
It's like
real
off-brand
man.
Walmart brand.
Real
It's good,
man.
though.
Don't talk to me, boy. Don't.
And
He pretty much just made fridge nachos, right? He found what was available in the fridge and threw it on a plate.
yogurt, motherfucker.
He's he using Greek yogurt instead of sour cream?
Yeah. Haters.
Well, fuck my face. Those are fridge nachos.
Greek yogurt. He's a fucking creep, you know. Goddamn. Terrible person. He likes to kill midgets.
This looks
I
like
don't
a
know,
hate
bro.
crime on a plate.
I'm sure they probably use that. fucking
No, that's not what they
accusation
say.
Yeah, we pretty
Can't
much
use
just
everything
point
else,
out that
but-
you said you'd have a relationship with an 8-year-old.
Yeah, now he's saying that was like satire or something. I don't
It was a
know.
whole long year of satire telling everybody, no, I really meant it, when they would say
It was longer than a year. He was coming back like a year ago saying
people
it.
tried to be like, yeah, we know that was taken out of context. He's like, no, it wasn't.
Zoe
Yeah.
Diaz,
What?
Yeah, don't be ageist, guys.
Nasty.
He told
Done,
Chris
man.
kids need love too.
Yep.
The Zoe DMs.
Nothing beats a good crunch,
Defending
dude,
EDP.
with some cheese,
Yes.
son. And
Mr. Tasty.
I
Yes.
think that's all the seasonings.
Mr.
I put.
Swirly.
You guys know me. I'm a freak when it comes to the seasoning. Tis what she said.
What?
It doesn't make sense.
Why does he
unless you
do
have a
that?
Seasoning fetish, I guess. But this is just goddamn delicious, bro. And I had some black olives earlier, but my fucking ass ate them all. So
Those were really good on some nachos, Jared.
Yeah, they do put. I don't like those
know what
personally,
it is,
but
dude,
they are a normal thing that people put on nachos that they like.
Yeah, black olives on nachos is a very regular occurrence.
Yeah, yeah.
Tomatoes on nachos, not as regular as
Still,
salsa.
though,
Not as
Salsa,
regular-
yeah.
Salsa would be the way to go.
Maybe he
everything
doesn't have
on
any
these.
salsa.
Well, yeah, of course.
Salsa's high in sodium, right?
Yeah, well, I would imagine. But yeah, everything he has here, like you could make your own salsa. You don't need to put the sodium in it.
Yeah.
But I doubt he's gonna make like a fucking relish with the ingredients he has. He's not gonna make a salsa. But yeah, those are. You know what though? I gotta be honest. He's happy, and that's probably all he had to work with. So in this instance, Jared, I salute your nasty fucking pickle nachos. They make you happy. Enjoy them. I wouldn't eat that shit, but I'm spoiled. I'm privileged. After the show tonight, I'm going to go get one Jack in the Box.
Yeah. He's been doing food videos lately where he eats. So maybe someone was like, Cobra gets all the views. Maybe you need to do it too, you know? So he did like he made an Easter salad
with pickles and fucking Greek yogurt or what? Oh, what's up, titties?
Happy. I made it very clear. Sorry, guys. Forgive the.
Let's see the Easter salad.
Italy Day. This beautiful alpha delightful. You know what I'm saying?
It's all green.
Is there lima beans on there?
Because we all know Jesus was an alpha, but. Let's get into this salad. What are we eating today, bro? Holy.
That salad looks spoiled, but the lettuce looks spoiled.
I wasn't gonna say any other word. I promise.
There are like
we
seeds
got
on it.
Eggs, beans, mustard. We got holy Lord Jesus Christ.
I knew there was some beans.
Mm.
Eggs, beans,
We got-
mustard.
Okay. Let me explain to you.
I never felt so bad for lettuce.
Let me explain to you the alphaness of this salad. Okay?
Tell me the alphaness, Jared.
Not only does it have seasonings, bro, it's got ranch dressing. Excuse me. Italian dressing.
Okay.
Brown sugar.
Brown
all
sugar?
Spike your insulin. You got electrolytes. You know, sugar, dude.
'Cause he
that-
works
that
out.
gets the insulin
Yeah.
going, bro.
Get a
That'll
good
give you
pump.
the ultimate pump.
Yep. See?
Fuck all these keto pussies.
Oh.
Okay, who don't eat carbohydrates.
Yeah, Billy's calling you out.
They're not getting a good.
Good.
You're not getting a good pump.
I don't need a good pump.
You're not getting a good.
We
he
talking
doesn't
about he
get
does
a
his
good
hand
pump either.
exercises.
He thinks like doing the finger exercises gets a good pump.
They're the same kinds
It
of
does,
losers
Ben.
that think
God,
they're
have you seen his
badass
hands? Those are the hands of
Alpha
Arnold.
hands.
because they can bench 300 pounds one time. Okay? You want to be an alpha male, you better fucking eat like one. Because Rich said it best, get big to eat big to get big.
You know how
Piana
to
is
eat like an
dead.
alpha male? Go out and buy the food you want to eat and not screw over your dad's low sodium nachos. Come on, man. That's a beta male deluxe. You're eating scraps out of your parents' fridge. I mean, if you got to do it, you got to do it. But don't claim alpha when you're literally stealing your pop's low sodium chips. That's not alpha. That's definitively beta.
Citing Rich Piana, but he's been dead for years.
Mustard, as you can see, as my face is showing very well. Onions are a superfood.
He's
Fight
like a
cancer.
nutritionist all of a sudden.
Onions are a
That's what all these
superfood.
seasonings do too, like turmeric.
And you put those pickles
Shit
on
like
it.
that. They
and,
kill off the free radicals.
where's my
in
Greek
your body.
yogurt on top?
The
my
turmeric
clothes
kills
didn't know
off the
that.
free radicals.
And this is Buttercrisp lettuce grown by my dad. Shout outs to you, Pop. For the
Oh.
alpha lettuce.
The alpha lettuce
Oh, so now he's
in the
raiding his dad's
yard.
garden too.
He's over here Brer Rabbit stealing from the fucking lettuce patch.
But we know how he really feels about his dad because we've seen DMs where he said he wished his dad was dead, and sometimes he even said he wished he had the balls to off his dad.
Yeah.
And he slipped up and said, "Damn, R.I.P. Dad." Like he wished his dad was dead so he could have salty chips.
I mean, look at Jared. Honestly, his fucking life would be better if his dad died.
No, well, I don't
No,
think
it
there'd be money coming in.
That's good. He'd have to go out and do
That's what I
something.
said.
That would make his life better.
Eventually, it would be. Either it would be the final straw.
You're talking about better, his life better for you.
His life is better if he goes out and does something more than suck down his dad's fucking lettuce and eat up his dad's low
Not for
sodium
him.
chips.
Not for him.
That's
I mean,
a
he
fucking
raided his dad's
miserable
garden.
life.
I thought he was going into the kindergarten.
He defines success as not working, and he lives like a king.
Man can't even afford a Melmac boner spoon, dude.
Nope. He does have a
Let's get a
couple
boner spork.
like stank plushies that he molests.
This salad is definitely the
Alpha?
best salad you're gonna see Jared Genesis eat on Easter. I'll tell you that much.
It's probably. I hope he washed the lettuce.
Onion is a superfood. I got the turmeric
Onion
here
is a superfood.
to clear the free radicals.
Free radicals.
Got the dreamer disease.
What else we got? Yeah, I remember that song. I think I was still in high school when that shit came out.
Courtney Love and Marilyn Manson.
Yeah.
What is it that you guys think makes someone like Jared?
Shit parents.
That's a part of it. You know what? I lied again when I said I wouldn't play any promos tonight because we got like a call out promo. Because there's in the battle royal, the Larry Simpson Memorial Battle Royal, that's going to open up actual Mania the Friday after next. We've got 2 clowns in it.
Two clowns?
Yeah. Oh shit, that's the wrong one. Here we go.
There's one
He is a clown.
Here.
Drunken Peasants. Ben and Mr. Billy. Mr. Billy, I won't be making fun of you. No. You have a lot on your plate already. That is, if you didn't eat all of it. Now, why are people still asking about the Court of Owls? He lost. He's a loser. So I made sure the court is no longer in session.
Well, this is why. Because in every other way aside from the mask, you still sound like the Court of Owls. You're still doing like the same shtick.
And not on Minecraft.
Whoa!
But my promo today, well, I'm calling out that fake clown lowbrow Jesper. He thinks that he is the true clown of DP. Oh, you miserable excuse for a clown. I am the true clown of Drunken Peasants. Me! You don't even deserve to be called a jester. So, I'm calling you out, lowbrow jester, for a clown off. My stipulations? We do a comedy act.
Well, you guys are in the Battle Royal together, so do whatever you want. You can do comedy if you want, but there's no guarantee he'll do it too. And other people will do other videos, and it's one vote to rule them all. We'll put it all up for vote, and the winner wins. And there's going to be like 10 of you, which is pretty cool. So we'll play those 10 videos and let the votes go. Oh, yeah, you know what? You're wrong. I'm sorry. I'm wrong. Yeah. Sorry, I totally spaced on that. Yeah, you're in the tag match, so...
Here's some double down dollars.
Whoa!
Woo! Your mum.
What?
One for your bum, your mum.
Holy shit! We're almost at 50%.
Enough for a Jack in the Box, Billy?
No.
Sorry. I messed that up. For some reason, I'm not feeling too well, so I wasn't even thinking properly. Yeah. Lowbrow is in the tag match. So, yeah, good on you, Mad Clown. Did you guys hear they took away the double down?
What the fuck?
No!
Right. So, and your promo's like... Okay, let's let you finish it.
Whoever makes the Drunken Peasants and the fans laugh is the winner and will be titled the true clown of DP. Do you accept, you miserable excuse for a clown? Or will you go back to mime college?
Let's not tell the Mad Clown that there's not going to be a clown off. So his submission,
think they're here.
So his
they're
submission
watching.
Is like he's doing the clown off. I think that'd be very fun to watch.
But he's here and he just heard you say that.
He won't know.
Okay.
He's fucking. He's dumb as shit.
Don't say that.
He's a fucking idiot.
That's
he won't
mean.
know.
Don't say
he
that.
He won't fucking know. He's over here asking for a Joker off when really he's a jack off.
Battle Royal, Dr. Piss, Drake Dragsaw, the Necromancer, Honest Red, the Mad Clown, a mystery entrant, and Matthew Krecklau is what I have so far. But who knows? There's still room for more if you want to jump in before next week. Grudge match, Smarty versus Ruby Jules. The commissionership is on the line. Kyle is defending against Jeff Holiday, who's invoking his rematch clause to try and get his position as commissioner back. The Crown, Honest Red, defends the crown against Magicus, the wizard, who wants to be the Wizard King. That's if he wins, he should call himself, I am Wizard King Magicus. The King of Games Championship, it's going to be a rap battle between Captain Kool-Aids and Big Diesel. It's going to be something else. We do love our rap battle. We have a history of rap battles on DP.
Yeah, that's going to be perfect. King of Games Championship, Captain Kool-Aids versus Big Deal in a rap battle. Big Diesel. I call him Big Deal because he's a big deal.
Tag Team Championship, Vermin Supreme versus Lowbrow Jester and Teddy Rubskin. Should be good. Cringerweight Championship, Egghead defending against Jess Bro. And then the World Championship, we all know who's going to win that. We don't even need to go over that one.
Now, I've actually talked to Egghead and Jess Bro, and they're going to meet up in a hotel room, actual Mania night, and live stream whatever goes down. It's going to be gross.
That'd be ridiculous.
It's going to be gross. She's going to step on his actual eggs.
So is there an actual like championship belt for actual Mania, or
what's going on
with
Egghead? What's going on with Egghead? He's like, ow, ow, ow.
I thought he was doing ow, 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 but I could be wrong. He says it hurts. It hurts. Does he finally get that fucking Melmac boner spoon in the mail?
I think so. He did get something in the mail, and he showed the box, and it was like like
Does
clunking
Big
around.
Diesel not know he was challenged to a rap battle for the King of Games Championship? I see him in the chat with a question mark. Did you not know? I thought we talked about your
Yeah. There's a stipulation.
Your submission.
It's a rap because King of Games Championship is put on the line with a stipulation that the champion decides, and if the champ loses, they have to ship the belt to the new winner. That's the only championship that actually does get passed through the mail. Like
everybody else has to have Egghead buy you one.
Yeah, that's how it works. Yeah, so should be interesting. Sign up $5 on Patreon.
Egghead's gonna propose to Jess Bro at Actual Mania, I heard.
Jess Bro, will you marry me? Oh yeah. That's such a throwback. Most of you probably don't even get that.
I think most
Macho
people
Man
don't
Randy
get
Savage and
half
Miss
of the stuff we say.
Elizabeth!
Most people don't know what the fuck we're talking about, but they love it anyways.
That's great.
Because it's our voices, Ben. We have really good voices.
I have title belts on my wall.
Oh, do you?
Oh yeah. I got a collection of them.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I got ECW, the Intercontinental, Big Gold World Heavyweight, United States, UK, and the spinner belt.
Oh, I hate the spinner belt.
Oh no, whatever. That belt's great.
No, it's fucking terrible. I hate John.
Listen, the problem was that it didn't just go away. Like, it should have just been like the Smoking Skull for John Cena.
Can we get the AI to make a McDonald's spinner belt?
They got
and
rid
have
of the
it printed
spinner
up?
eventually and kept like a stationary model of the same belt for a long time.
I just want a McDonald's spinner belt.
It was made to like look like bling of the rappers of that day and age. I think it was kind of dumb. But whatever.
I mean, it worked to me. It worked for like John Cena, but like the problem is, it just stayed there. They just didn't go back to the Undisputed Championship.
Yep.
Can we just agree that the Universal title looks dumb?
Here's Barry putting the moves on Elisa.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't like any of the current WWE World Championship belts. They just look like logos.
I don't mind like the regular WWE one, but the Universal one, I was like, this is the blueberry version.
Barry, fine. If you just leave it at that.
He's giving her a shoulder rub.
Barry.
You know he's sporting a big naked mole rat
He needs
in his
the
pants.
Melmac boner spoon right now.
Billy, you beat me to it. I was going to say he needs... And the great popsicle.
What's going through Elisa's mind right now?
That she can feel his boner poking her.
Barry, leave your hands there. There is perfect.
Well, I don't know. I'm gonna swing my body around.
Oh no.
Whoa.
Is Elisa thinking whether or not the content would be to let Barry slide it in right now?
What?
She's contemplating the content. She's like, wait a second. This is going to go viral if Barry whips out that naked mole rat and slides it in and around my armpits.
I like how he doesn't think this is going to ruin his political career.
It's missing the Brazzers symbol in the bottom corner.
Yep.
Did he say your hair is dirty? Dirty and dry?
Instagram is fine.
Is he trying to nag her right now?
Probably.
Your hair is dirty and dry. You should let my naked mole rat into your shithole.
Yeah, you could send me your address.
I want to split your shitter in two, Elisa. With my awkwardly shaped penis that I had surgically enhanced.
Instagram. Yeah.
Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. He's pulling a Biden.
I thought he was Republican.
I think either he just sniffed her hair or gave her a peck on the shoulder.
Yes, I have.
Did he bite?
Stop saying Barry. Why do you keep going
Yeah, dude, he's getting turned on. He's like, yeah.
Oh no. Barry's about to eat a fucking ass salad.
He's like, look, Elisa, I'm not leaving here until I've gone further than Captain Content did. You're about to be third based in Red Pill.
What was the question, Aaron?
Uh-oh. Barry's plotting.
Barry, no. No, Barry, I want to see you.
She's like, no, Barry.
What, Aaron?
Get in my line of sight.
Yeah? Yeah?
Did Barry just grab her by the pussy?
Puseta?
I'm sorry?
This is the world's smallest violin playing for Barry's world's worst surgically enhanced penis.
He's really eyeing her down.
He's going into some weird fucking...
Look at him.
Oh, no. Oh, God, he's going in.
He's getting that predator mode. Is he kissing her?
Yes.
No, Barry, that's too much.
What a sweet little Barry.
She said that's too much.
He's a sweet little Barry. They say the rapier the berry, the sweeter the juice.
I don't want to feel your beard. I could feel your beard on it. It's like...
It's man hair, Elisa. You're probably not used to a real man kissing your shoulder.
Look at her. Look at her.
are you?
She's just like, ah.
How
This
about
is
you
uncomfortable.
No good.
What are you afraid of? You might be happy for once, Elisa.
It's just too much.
Why don't you let me put my little Muppet in your hobbit hole, Elisa?
Because then I can see you. You're scared?
You want to see it coming, Elisa? Are you afraid of true love?
What?
What?
Are you scared? You should be.
Are you scared of intimacy?
Yeah, that's it.
For the win!
I know you are, Elisa. You've had your heart broken too many times.
Benji.
Now you should have your hymen broken.
Oh, my God. Does he really think she's a virgin?
By my flesh lantern. Who broke your heart, Elisa? There's no love truer than Barry Mezzi's love. My penis is fake, but my love is true.
This is giving us the EBGBs, says SSS.
Okay, now they start playing fucking music.
They need the fucking Rager spoon.
Oh, he does
right
it again.
now.
Look, he goes in again. Look at her.
Kiss,
Look
miss.
at her face.
Any
Look at that.
normal
She does
woman,
not like this.
Any normal woman would absolutely love a man with this dedication. What is wrong? Who hurt Elisa?
Oh, they're still playing the fucking Radiohead, man. All right, so he gets some more kissies on her shoulder, being a weirdo. Yeah, so there's that. That was weird. All right.
KFC and possible pet adoption saga.
Yeah.
Is he going hard on KFC in lieu of the Double Down being gone?
He's back.
Wait, but Double Down's gone?
Yeah.
So I got
I gotta go cry now, man. Like, you can't tell me that live on the show.
It's gone.
Shit.
KFC.
Nah, he's supporting them now more than ever. That was a great decision to stop selling the Double Down.
Right?
I got a 12-piece chicken nuggets. And
That
with
bag
the,
sounds
chicken nuggets,
wet. I know
got
it's just
some,
the audio pickup with
yeah.
it, but it sounds like it's splashing.
Yeah.
Buffalo Ranch. Hashtag, oh, that smells good. Not a sponsor, YouTube. Now, KFC might have taken away their Double Down, but I heard rumor that it might be back in like July or August permanently if
What troll told him
promotions
that?
out. So we'll see, won't we?
I guess it depends on how the sales went. Like, if it makes sense that they could sell enough to where they could put it on the menu for a longer time, they probably would.
They might have not had enough stock.
They'll probably just like make it like the McRib or something.
Yeah.
I heard that they were actually going to debut a new chicken sandwich, but they were short on buns. So they had to just put the Double Down back again.
Yeah, there's our 12-piece nuggets. Beautiful. Big old thing of
Do
gravy.
you think he got a box of biscuits too?
Wonder what his cholesterol's like with all the stuff he eats.
KFC,
Probably
I
pretty
asked for Buffalo Ranch.
Pretty
What
high.
the
His
hell
liver
happened?
probably works on bubblegum and a Wish at this point.
Dude, it's the food is not what's the worst thing like for his liver. It's like how
No, that's what I mean. The alcohol he drinks.
KFC biscuits used to be my favorite part of KFC.
They are good.
I used to love the biscuits as a kid. They give you honey and butter too.
Yep.
That was my favorite little thing. I was like, "Ooh, can I have a biscuit with honey and butter, mother?"
Yeah.
She'd be like, "Yes, you can have 4 biscuits,
Dude,
little Billy."
Have you ever seen the Taco Bell KFC hybrid restaurants? That is the ultimate stoner food restaurant right there.
They're all owned by Pepsi.
Yeah. Is Jack in the Box too?
No.
Okay.
AMW is.
Okay.
You'll
Dude.
see AMW KFC hybrids here and there.
If they had just like a whole building that was a hybrid of all of their fast food,
I have
Is
seen a Pizza Hut. I have
Yeah.
seen a Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, and
Yep.
KFC building.
Really? I've never
Yeah,
seen a
I've seen a
triple.
triad.
I've never seen
I've
that.
seen a triad.
Jesus Christ. That's insane.
Happened. I don't see any Buffalo Ranch. I was going to pour the Buffalo Ranch on my chicken tenders bites, but no, KFC is not a sponsor. This is just free advertisements. I got a big old thing of gravy. They were out of the Buffalo Ranch. So I guess they
He
gave me
always has to slurp the like shit on the cap and stuff.
extra gravy. I appreciate that. KFC's gravy is definitely
Yeah.
where it's at.
3 in 1. Is there a dining room in a place like that, or is it all drive-through?
Oh, there is dining room. Yeah.
That is so crazy.
Yeah.
I can't even tell you the last time I ate in a dining room. Like, even when I'm on the road, I usually still just eat it in my car, like just park in the parking lot and eat it in my car. I don't know, maybe being on this show and seeing all the crazy shit that's happened in fast food dining rooms,
I can't remember the last time I've been in one, but I'm sure it wasn't that long ago.
For me, it's been a while.
A little bit of that gravy into our mac and cheese bowl, son.
There's a Pizza Hut not far from here that I have a couple times because I have a coupon. like gone there and picked up a pizza, and it still has the buffet table and all the tables. There's never even one person eating in there every time I've been there to pick up a pizza. It's just like a couple guys behind the counter like baking pizzas and collecting payments. I never see the buffet, and I never see any people in it ever.
I went to that Filipino chicken place. I can't remember the name of it right now.
Jollibee.
Jollibee. I went to Jollibee, but they didn't have a drive-through, so I had to go in.
Yeah, it's in the mall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the last time I remember going in a place.
Yeah, but that's special. Like I almost wouldn't even, because there's those, not a lot of those around.
Yeah, well, there's also no drive-through, so it's like you have no choice but to go in. Really.
When I go up to Vancouver, I want to eat some Nando's, because that's. You can't find. They sell the sauce in the stores here, but
you know where when I was in Anaheim, I was on foot and I went into Taco John's. No, I went into
not Taco John's, not
Taco John's. Long John Silver. Was it Long John? Maybe it was Taco John's. But I went
Taco John's in California.
It was whatever it was. It was I can't remember the name.
That's like
of the
Montana
place.
and Wyoming and shit. Taco John's.
Oh, Del Taco maybe.
Del Taco
might have been Del Taco. And then I went into Church's Chicken. Is that the one? What's the one that
Church's Chicken?
What's the one that Drumster Bob says is secret Muslim owner?
Raising Cane's.
Raising Cane's. That's the one I went to. I went inside both of those and sat down because I was not driving.
I have had none of those restaurants.
Here for it.
It's just not in the part of the country I'm in.
How would you cool?
He always gets food hanging from his
How would
face.
you cool Cobras feel
That
about
beard
me
is a food
adopting
catcher.
pet?
It's stuck to his lip. Oh, we got it.
I won't give any details.
Head looks
until
like
it's
an
official,
avocado.
But there you go. I don't care what y'all think. I'm going to do what I do.
But do what I do, say what I say. The Del Taco I went to in Anaheim was the Del Taco I first hung out with Jeff Holiday and Andy Worski.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we hung out before at the house, but we all went for a walk, and we ended up at that Del Taco.
Yeah, Del Taco.
We passed Tay Zonde on the way there, and everybody was like, Tay Zonde, oh my God. I'm like, he's fucking Tay Zonde. He's not that big of a deal. And I think he heard me say that, and I felt hella bad because I saw him all weekend afterwards. I think Tay
He's a
Zonde
chocolate
wants
rain
to
guy,
kick-
right?
Yeah, I think he wants to kick my ass.
I think he knows the people, like he's a YouTube insider, and he's just like fucking the algorithm against you.
Probably, yeah. I fucked up. I feel really bad. It's just like all these guys were like fanboying for Tay Zonde, and I'm like, this is weird to me. But maybe I shouldn't have stepped on
It was
Tay Zonde's
jealousy.
spine. It might have been jealousy.
Yeah.
Might have been subtle jealousy. I just, in my mind, I'm like, you guys are doing bigger things than Tay Zonde is right now. You shouldn't be fanboying for Tay Zonde,
yeah.
but I was wrong. And Tay Zonde has blacklisted me from YouTube now.
KFC's mac and cheese is simply delicious. You don't mind me.
Do you wear an eyeliner?
He always puts on a little eyeliner.
Oh, yeah.
He had all this black lipstick on when he was over at
I can
Ellen's
legally
house.
have pets up here where I'm at. If I
Tay
adopted
Zonde is a great
pet,
person of our
get it
time. It's
registered.
true. I feel bad. And I literally ran into Tay Zonde like 50 fucking times since then. And every time he looked at me and I'm like, yeah, no, I regret saying that. I'm sorry. It just was a weird moment to me. It was weird the way they fanboyed for Tay Zonde.
So-
and I should have just kept my mouth shut because I made an enemy that day.
Cobra's thinking about getting a pet. I don't think that's a good idea because he's always running out of money, and pets are expensive.
What kind of pet is he talking about?
I don't know, but if it's any kind of like conventional pet, you have to buy food for it, and when it gets sick, you have to take it to the vet, and you have to like clean its cage, and like if it lives in a cage, if it's like a dog or a cat, you got to like change the litter box or like take it outside to poop. So it's a lot of work and it's expensive. So I don't think someone in Co's position should be getting a pet. Even if it's
can
like
barely take care of himself.
Yeah, even if it's like a hamster, I don't think, because you have to like clean their cage and remember to fill their water, and I don't know.
With the higher ups, and we're good.
That comment said, "Hey Tubes, my pet died because I forgot to feed
Yeah.
it, so I made it into a chimichanga."
That is horrific.
That's fucked up.
Is that where Cobes gets his meat for the Bulgarito?
Sometimes I wouldn't be surprised. Was he putting some fucking gravy right into the nugget box?
He was talking. I heard a story where he said he gave Mountain Dew to a dog, and caffeine is very bad for dogs. That's why dark chocolate is very bad for them. That's why like coffee and that kind of shit is very bad for a dog. So should not be giving Mountain Dew to dogs.
Yes, on there.
It's full of vitamins.
It's what pets crave.
Mm.
Nutritious and delicious.
Got the gravy in there on points.
One of my
Is he gonna shake it now?
One of my YouTube shorts that I just made before the show started was about making Cobes the third peasant.
Yo, I'm making a mess. Dude. That gravy is just leaking out. The packaging right there, like
Yeah.
that.
No,
So
you
dump
should have
it
put the
into there
nuggets
like
right into the
that.
gravy bowl, Cobes. That would have been more reasonable.
Gonna go like that, shake it around, man. We're getting gravy all over our fucking pants, dude. I'm turning it upside down because now I'm getting gravy all over my pants like a fucking schmuck.
Yes. It would have been smart to put the nuggets into the gravy
And I'm like,
bowl
that's just all
and then
right.
shaking the gravy bowl
So why don't you
closed.
set that down to the side for a second.
You had options, Cobes. Sip that melty fucking box.
Just a reminder, everyone, if you're watching this on the VOD, or if you even want to just do this after this episode ends here, leave us some comments. We're looking through it, and who knows, we might answer your comment in a short coming up here before the next show. So leave as many comments as you want. You don't have to just leave one. You can leave a bunch of them. More comments, the better.
It's just leaking out of the packaging. This is stupid messy.
He did need to get that buffalo sauce. They shorted him the buffalo sauce.
Okay,
It's not
scratch
Cobes'
that. I'm
fault.
gonna need my fork again that I was just using. Get out of there. Oh, YouTube, they did not include any napkins. So I'm kind of bummed out about that because this is messy.
Why is it messy, Cobes?
But that's all
You're
right.
using your tongue, dude. Like, it's not like you use them
bits of
anyway.
gravy.
How's the gravy nugs, Cobes? Nice food hack. Let us hear.
1 second. I'm going to put these on a plate and put these in the kitchen.
Zapping away.
Okay, disclaimer, if you don't want to make a mess, do not pour gravy into your case and then try to shake it over your nuggets if you don't want to make a mess.
That's
All
fair.
to yourself. Yo, shout out again to the anonymous fan who hooked it up with some alcohol for this fine Sunday. Got a couple of cans of juice and a 6-pack of Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
That's what's up. So we got some of that gravy left.
King Cobra gets a real pet King Cobra, and it just like bites him once, and then he dies.
Hey.
Oh yeah, that gravy by itself, so good. Let me pour a splash of that beer. Oops, into that
Oh
gravy.
my! Please tell
I
me he's
do
not
that?
going
No, 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 no.
That's the maddest I've seen Ben over there.
Oh God, he poured beer in gravy.
That's how you make a beer battered chicken nugget.
No, it's not.
Oh.
There's no gravy involved.
Oh.
Chicken nugget.
Beer battered chicken nugget.
Chicken nugget.
Gotta make some
KFC is
beer
not a
soup with the
sponsor. This
gravy.
is just free
He shushed me. He knew.
Yeah, he's got it down to a point now. He knows exactly where you're going to freak out, and he premeditates the shush.
advertisements. Doesn't that look tantalizing, YouTube?
Yeah, because you haven't added anything to it.
So we're gonna take this.
It's missing
crispy
snails, I think.
KFC chicken.
Crushed up
legs.
Doritos. Oh, he's dipping it.
That's not too bad.
No, there's like
there's
Bud
beer
Light
in it,
there.
yeah. Still, not
No, it's
too
bad.
bad.
It wouldn't be too. No, the gravy on the chicken is fine, but the fucking beer in the gravy.
Chicken and beer goes good. I wouldn't be surprised if this was one of the more tastier concoctions. Cobes
I got trolled by
Cobes
my
said.
friends dropping chicken in my beer every time I got up to go to the bathroom.
That's fucked up.
And they were dropping hints, and I just was totally oblivious to it the
You
whole
were just
time.
drinking chicken beer?
Yeah, everyone was like, they were like, wonder what it would be like if we could infuse chicken and beer like an infusion.
And you're thinking about it,
and I'm like, oh, that'd be weird. And I didn't even notice it. And then later on, like way later, way too late, until there was like chunks floating in my beer.
That's fucked up.
Then I realized it, and then like a year later, almost exactly a year later,
You realize what they did?
No.
Oh.
I realized it there.
Okay.
But almost exactly a year later, I was sitting at the bar with one of my friends that I was there when the chicken beer thing happened. And we were watching something on TV, and I was sitting at the bar this time, the time before I was at a table. I was sitting at the bar, and I was eating a chicken wing, and my beer was on the thing, on the bar, and the chicken wing, like, popped out of my hands and landed right in the fucking glass. And my friend just looked at me, and he was like, chicken beer. Like, it was like a fucking scene from a movie.
I don't know,
I just remember
man.
being like, what the fuck?
Somebody wrote that part of your life. That was written for you.
Jesus
I
Christ.
think do you think Codes would make chicken beer?
Probably. That is something like buffalo. It was like buffalo wings, so that means there's buffalo sauce in your beer, too.
What's up, tubes? Today we're making high protein grog.
Yeah.
Gotta carb up, YouTubes.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Well, it just fell in there, but that's all right.
Is he putting the lid on backwards, too?
No, the lid's fine.
Okay.
Almost done with my new rap album. I got 2 more songs to record.
Savage.
In order from first to last, we have Fuck the Trolls, Imagine John Lennon featuring King Cobra.
Fuck the Trolls. Then Imagine from John Lennon.
Fuck mass shootings. Fuck Cyrax. Society's fucked. Fuck love and Spitter Spies.
What is
the John
Spitter
Lennon
Spies?
vocal cover will be available for free on the online version, but on the physical copy, you know, I only got the several $1,000s to do it, so it is.
He's talking about like he didn't put the John Lennon cover on the actual physical copy of the album because he had to buy a license and it was really expensive.
Somebody should remake it loosely for him and give him an album version.
I guarantee you, whatever. I'd like to hear it. I wonder if he just used like the karaoke track, because if he actually made the music for it, I can guarantee you it sounds probably almost nothing.
No,
like the original.
I'm sure he used the original track.
The karaoke.
He probably used
track?
the actual original song and then just
Okay.
layered
Yeah,
over it.
yeah.
Because he said, imagine John Lennon featuring Cobes. So it's probably John Lennon playing, and it's probably him going, imagine all the people
who are alive and of age and
consenting.
Yeah.
alive.
I love how he says alive.
Somebody should just
I
print it
naturally
up.
assume they're alive. Why does he have to point it out?
I know. That's the fucked up thing.
This is the chat trolls him into saying all these extra things.
He does it without the chat.
He's been hyper conditioned by the trolls.
What
is he drinking?
Will you be collabing with Codes for the rap album?
No, unfortunately not.
Oh, damn.
Spitter spies are trolls that trick Josh into thinking he's on his side and have infiltrated the trolls. He's on his side and have infiltrated the trolls. Those are the spitter spies.
Alcohol because they don't want to be fucked with and can't say I blame them. Anyways, we got some Cash App and PayPal shout-outs, man. D-Roo, for Yo Josh, make a double down food hack. I'm planning on it. My next cooking segments
Involves snails and nacho
get
cheese
the
and
ingredients
Doritos.
to do it. You already know what the fuck is up, YouTube.
Yeah.
If you want to see King Cobra JFS make his own double down,
I would like to see that, actually. I'm gonna play one last thing before we end the show. It's another one of those amazing AI generated conversations between Ben Shapiro and Joe Rogan. Do you remember the last one? It was The Beach That Makes You Old.
Yeah.
This one's about Ben Shapiro's sister.
Yeah, so basically those are all the reasons for why it is quite literally physically impossible for the female to ever be able to squirt during sexual intercourse.
Right, okay, interesting. So when you say you have a lot of experience, is this just from what you've seen, or are other people saying the same thing?
Well, of course, I've based this on the objective data that I've collected over my lifetime, but it's also what my beautiful sister Abigail has told me repeatedly.
Oh, your sister? She's very beautiful, isn't she?
I mean, sure, of course. It would be completely illogical to say otherwise.
Jamie, can you pull up a picture of her so people know what we're talking about? Just type in Ben Shapiro sister and it should come up. Oh, wow. It definitely helps that she's got those giant milkers. Could probably sustain a small village with those things.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I mean, the amount of milk they would produce just on their own would be enormous.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure I understand what you're trying to say here.
Well, look, anthropologists say that about 150 members for a village or tribe is the maximum when it comes to a properly functioning human group. So a small village would be roughly 1/3 to 1/4 of that size in relation to the people being hypothetically sustained by your sister's breast milk.
Yes, I understand what anthropologically constitutes a small village and the logistics behind sustaining said small village, but...
Oh, so you do understand.
Of course, but I was simply questioning the fact that you referred to my sister's breasts as, quote, giant milkers.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what they are. What do you want me to say? She's got big knockers, man. Jugs, as some people call them. Jamie here calls them traffic stoppers.
This conversation is ridiculous.
What, you don't agree that your sister's got big melons?
I'm never going to answer that question, okay?
Come on, Ben, you can't just sit here and deny reality.
I'm not denying anything
She's
that
got
you just
Carnegie
said.
melons.
So you admit your sister has big titties?
Oh, fuck off, Joe. This is so stupid.
You're right. I'm sorry. We'll move on to something else then.
Finally.
So you ever felt your sister's breast before?
Oh, what the fuck, Joe? Seriously?
I bet if you buried your face in there, you'd probably get lost.
Of course I've never touched them before. She never lets me.
You'd need an entire excavation team just to... Wait, what did you say?
Nothing.
Did you just say that she never lets you touch her breasts?
No, I didn't say that.
Yes, you did. You've totally asked your sister if you could feel her milkers before.
Oh, fuck you, Joe, you little pussy bitch. So what if I have?
Hey, man, I don't blame you. I wouldn't be able to stop myself from asking either. Hell, I don't know if I'd even be able to stop myself, period. So you ever thought about sucking them?
Fucking hell, Joe. If you don't stop talking about my sister's big and beautiful breasts, I'm literally gonna jizz my pants.
Okay, you're right. I'm sorry. How about we talk about Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's feet instead?
Oh!
He jizzed his pants.
Yeah.
That was her feet made him jizz his
AOC's
pants.
feet. Yeah. You guys, you do not want to miss the next show because we're going to have Asterios and Scott on the show. It's going to be Scott's 98th episode of DP. We have his next 3 episodes planned up to his 100th episode where he will be live in the studio here with us.
Live. That's actually the Scott Asterios episode is being lovingly termed the double-decker pecker wrecker.
Whoa.
Hour. That will last longer than an hour. For those of you that don't know, get ready for the double-decker pecker wrecker hour with Scott and Asterios. Live on Drunken Peasants.
Everyone give the stream a like, and don't forget to leave some comments after the stream ends in a minute here. And we're going to be reacting to them in YouTube Shorts going forward. So leave a lot of cool comments, leave many comments about whatever, and we'll do it. We'll do our thing. Everyone, I hope you have a great night, and I wanted to thank our guest tonight for supporting the show.
Hey, thanks for having me on. I had a good time.
Yeah. Good chilling with you, everybody. Enjoy.
Long time goal. I finally got into a job where I can actually afford to be on, and this was a long time goal.
Hell
wow.
Yeah.
We appreciate
you coming through and being a part of it.
Yeah, well, you guys gave me good content, and Billy, your songs are bops. So yeah,
all the bops. Thank you. Well, have a good night. Have a good night.
Man Boy is my autobiography.
I'm never growing up.
Good night, everybody.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants. Drunken Peasants.